Hey guys, Demi here from Atlas Vibrations, and I am here with your December monthly outlook read. And for those of you that have been watching my videos for a long time, I just want to thank you for all of your support. It doesn't go unnoticed, and I'm trying to work on things for you guys, just for you, like, so you could share and feel that gratitude and that love from me. So thank you once again. And today we will be going over pretty much practical actions that you need to take in your month, light and shadow work that you need to do, going over family, relationships, money, and health. So that's what the spread will be about. And also too, Atlas Vibration Spirituality, as you guys know, I'm the owner. I love putting out content for you guys, and my purpose here is to educate and bring you guys back to the ways of the earth and worshiping ourselves and loving ourselves, I should say, more than worshiping. But yes, this is my purpose here, and I'm just eternally grateful that I get to do this work here. So, and I'm gonna go into our disclaimers here. And so this is for entertainment purposes only. If I say anything in regard to your health, just know that I'm not a doctor, so don't be running to your doctor and saying like, hey, Demi from Atlas Vibration Spirituality told me that I have a messed up throat chakra, I need some medication. Just keep in mind that it's just for entertainment purposes. This is a general read. And also for pronoun wise, I use the he for masculine and she for feminine. If anything is gender specific, I will definitely let you know. If you guys are new to pick a card readings, I have these 6 piles out here. And I'm going to throw crystals in front of the piles for you guys if you're new to them. Once you choose your pile, you'll go to the timestamp down below, and I will meet you guys in your pile. I highly suggest picking with your intuition versus your mind. So take 3 deep breaths in, 3 deep breaths out. Or if you feel just drawn to a pile straight off, like with your gut, and you just have like you're just drawn to it, then that will be your pile. So I'm going to throw the crystals in front of here now, and we'll hop into it. All right, perfect. This is going to be very small, but I'm going to go I'm going to go over that in a second. So pile number 1, you are going to be the Disney Villain Tarot with the opalite crystal. Pile number 2, we have the Moonchild Tarot with the black tourmaline crystal. Pile number 3, you are going to be the, oh my god, I forget this tarot's name all the time. Dream Visions, thank you, Archangel Gabriel. And you have the diamond. Pile number 4, you have the True Black Tarot with the Doom Martyrite crystal. Pile number 5, you are going to be the Weaver Tarot Journeyer Edition with the Citrine Crystal. Pile number 6, you are going to be the Wild Unknown Tarot with the Rose Quartz Crystal. I'm going to leave this here for you guys, and I will meet you in your pile after you choose it. Hello, pile number 1. You have chosen the Disney Villains Tarot with the opalite crystal. I'm going to throw the opalite crystal, we'll put it right here. So hopefully I'll remember to find it there. But I am excited because I haven't been doing these pretty frequently, but I'm pretty excited. So if you guys missed the introduction, I highly suggest going back and at least watching the first minute so you can see what the spread is about. But I talk about Atlas Vibration Spirituality, and there is an emailing list, so feel free to subscribe. It'll be in the description box below. And you do get 15% off of your first session with me. So I'm currently working on some new reads, new ideas, so it will be 15% off when you subscribe. It should email to you. If you don't get it, just email me and I will send you the code. But this is to, as well, I do these reads for free, and I know that some of you guys like to do energy exchange. So if you would like to leave a tip, pay for your reading, or donate to the channel, with a deck. My Amazon wish list, Venmo, and PayPal will be listed in the description box below. And so will my social media too. So if you want to follow me, see all the different content that I put out, it'll all be there for you. All right, pile number 1. What is going on for you for the month of December? Oh, we got some messages from the universe. Let's take a look. All right, 4 of Swords. Pile number 1, you are fed up. Fed up. And we got Scar here from the Lion King. Love him. Homies, I'm going to say this nicely. You got some people talking shit behind your back. And you're starting to see this. And you're starting to see that you're not happy with this. And it's really causing you some issues with your mental peace of mind and state. And what the answer to your question, pile number 1, is that they're trying to move you away from all of this. And this is why I'm hearing hardships. This is why you're seeing difficulty. And you may feel like you also have some dependents, maybe, that I'm hearing that aren't yours to take care of. And you're realizing, like, you're tired, you're not open to it, you're depressed, maybe, having a lot of trouble moving up and out of this dark phase of your life. And so the universe is very well aware of it, but they're saying if you need rest. Like, this isn't something that you can easily overcome. I'm hearing almost like in a day, or maybe that's how you're feeling. But you feel like you're going in a place where there is like a mountain or like a hill that you need to get over. And it's a huge obstacle for you, pile number 1. And so Spirit is saying to you, it's funny, I think this is collective because I'm feeling the same way. You need to choose peace. You need to choose your peace, happiness. And I think that they're saying to you that deep down but it's also something that is wounded, that you don't feel like you could have that, or it's just kind of dormant right now. Or maybe dormant as in, I'm hearing dormire, which is in Italian, it means to sleep. So that's where that comes from. So maybe you guys have been sleeping a lot, because I'm also seeing another card from a different, actually traditional Rider-Waite they're showing me. So that's something that the universe is very well aware of. So let's get started with these cards. We have the Ace of Cups reversed. I have the 4 of Wands reversed. So 4s seem to be pretty relevant for you right now. King of Coins, and we have the Moon upright. Yesma! And we got Jafar here. You guys may be Disney fans. That's pretty cool. I like Disney too. We have the 10 of Cups reversed. Yeah, we got this. And we have Strength upright, and we have the Page of Wands reversed. All right, let me grab the other cards. I won't turn these ones over until we get to it, so, because I like to do that separate. I cut this deck a lot. Well, they're showing me, as I'm doing this, swords like cutting, so maybe you feel like you've been cut by swords, or you feel that you've been cut by a lot of people's words. And I'm hearing it's true, so they're saying to me, Spirit saying to me, whatever you're seeing, pile 1, it's true. Like, don't discount it. And if I'm seeing that you feel a lot of hatred. If you feel a lot of hatred and nastiness, like, they're saying don't discount that. Don't, like, put it off, like, I'm seeing, like, into a mason jar where it's, like, been festering almost. Like, I feel like that you've been seeing this for a long time, and Spirit is saying to you it's time to kind of not push it to the side, but push it out of the way, let go. And they're saying move forward on the path that you are, but feel your feelings through so you can let it go and shed properly. So let's do 8, 9, 10, and then let me get your relationship card. Oh, well, this one wanted to pop out, so I will pull that and I will hold everything up for you as we go through. So the theme and the energy for the overall month is the Ace of Cups reversed. And I didn't do the patterning, but like I said, we got... Sorry, give me one sec. Let's go over this one really quickly. So, Ace, Moon, well, we got water, fire, earth, water, fire, and fire. So you guys may have a fire, sun, moon, or rising, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. You have a strong placement. I'm seeing a strong moon placement, possibly in Leo or even Sagittarius. Also, too, we have the ace, the 4, 18 goes out to 9. We have a king, we have the page, so we have a couple court cards, we have an 8, and we have a 10. So 4, they don't really have repeating numbers, but the 4s came up twice. So this is about stability and foundation. And you feel like your foundation is being shaken right now. We have 2 major arcana cards out of the one, so you're definitely going through some serious life lessons, and it feels pretty deep. But you're being set free, pile number 1. That's the thing. You're being set free from all of the nastiness and the I'm hearing heartbreak. And so that's what's happening, is you're shedding and releasing all of the nastiness to clear out and make room for the new, and you've just been kind of resisting it because you don't know what it's like to see. I'm hearing peace on the other side, and that's where it's very hard for you because you're comfortable with where you are. So your theme for the month with the Ace of Cups reversed is seeing that you need to give yourself more self-respect, more self-love, but also seeing that how you haven't been loved, how you haven't been given that. And I'm also seeing too, like maybe, and I'm just throwing this out there, anybody who, the feminine who identifies as a gendered woman, you maybe have your period when you watch this, or you're shedding, like kind of like moving into that cycle of knowing that you're shedding and letting go of something. So this month you're really going to see that, where you're not going to feel loved. You're not feeling like, I don't want to say good enough. I heard good enough, but I don't think that it's a wound that you're trying to work through. It's more of giving more of that love to yourself when you need it. Also, I think you guys are looking for a romantic partner to fill that love, or to fill that space for that love, and Spirit is going like this. No. They're not going to give that to you until you understand. They're saying how to love yourself in dark times. And I feel like you guys may be Harry Potter fans, so you feel like at the time when Voldemort took over the ministry, and it is not fun. It is not fun. There's scarcity. Maybe you're lacking funds in abundance right now, and you're like really feeling scarce right now. But aside from that, let's keep going. The shadow work that you're going to have to work on with the 4 of Wands reversed here, pile number 1, is you don't give yourself enough credit for all of the work that you have done. And I'm going to be honest with you, pile number 1, there's a lot of people who have taken your success and taken maybe things not from you, it could have actually been maybe you literally had things stolen from you. But pile number 1, I keep saying pile number 4, and actually I almost said pile number 4 before I was putting cards out, so you may have messages in pile number 4, but 4 seems to be like your number for this month, pile number 1. So 4, stability, foundational things, money to an extent. It can, because your foundation in the society we live in can talk about money. But 4 of Wands is all about keeping your own self wins, your own foundation, your own little things, where even this could also talk about family problems. This is a family card. So shadow work in regard to family, shadow work in regard to the wins that you are. And the thing is that you're around a lot of nasty people, and so they're going to trigger you to up level at a very deep level to understand that, because I feel like they have taken from you. They like to flaunt things. They like to be like, look what I have. Like maybe you could be in a relationship or close to somebody in your family who is a Leo, who's all about gifts, who's all about this, and they want to like take away from your energy, take away from your spotlight, and you're going to have to heal this aspect of you of how they make you feel, how you feel about your foundation. And that's what I'm seeing with that. So some challenges that you're going to face, pile number 1 is I have the King of Coins. So this is in regards to a person. This is going to be somebody who and the crazy part is that I accidentally left from the intro the diamond crystal or the earring that I have underneath of this card. And so it's not a coincidence that this card is about money. We have King John here, I believe that's his name. And it does seem to me that you're really going to face some challenges with money this month and trying to, I'm hearing, create that stability and money. And I feel like people may be wanting more money from you, or not asking for money, but kind of being like money, money, money. Or this could be a father figure or a boss about money when they're asking for more money from you when you don't really have much to give, or you're scraping by and you're just kind of like, I don't have this to give you. I don't have, I don't, and it's maybe some triggering for you, but I don't have this money to give you. I don't have a lot to give. And maybe you guys are feeling you're kicking me when you're down, or when I'm down, and you have all of these nice things. I'm hearing you're very ungrateful. You're not happy with the way that things are, and you have enough, but yet you want to take from the poor. You want to take from everything that maybe I've worked for, and and I'm hearing you haven't asked much, so those kinds of things. So seeing challenges that you're gonna have to face, maybe a father figure, money wise, and this could be also to your own business. So you're a working parent, you're a working archetype, you're working all the time, you're providing, so trying to provide for yourself. So these are some challenges that you'll face. And then, but there is going to be some good things for you with the opportunity for this month that you need to take, pile number 1. This is the moon. We got Yzma from Emperor's New Groove. And so with this is, you're going to learn, like, well, one, I do think that you're going to go out and have some fun. Maybe you may go out dancing, or you may go out and enjoy your time, like maybe not spending a lot, like maybe going out to a club, dancing, maybe even dancing under the full moon, taken into like some more spiritual things that don't require a lot of money. I'm seeing maybe connecting with people to like maybe dancing naked under the moon, like you're spiritual. And I think that you're going to realize an opportunity that you do need to take is your feelings, your deep emotions, accepting your shadow energies. This is Pisces too, so expect like working in your spirituality. This is definitely something that you do need to take. And even maybe like a grandmotherly energy where you kind of like they uplift you. So this could be somebody who has a Sagittarius energy as well that I'm feeling, who really uplifts you, gives you positivity, like learning to work with people who have positive energy. The practical action, like the thing that you should not be doing this month at all for you, is the 10 of Cups reverse. Pile number 1, do not do things that do not make you happy, that do not bring you emotional fulfillment. Do not, and I'm seeing this, do not go out or with family members, or put yourself in dark, negative places that don't give you emotional fulfillment. Do not feed into the drama. Don't feed into the drama. I'm hearing if it has nothing to do with you, let it go and move on from it. Don't get caught up in everything else. Also, wasting. This is not a month for you to be wasting money or wasting resources, or maybe even throwing things away. I'm hearing move, move, move. So maybe you guys are trying to move and you're trying to figure things out, or like and I'm also paying attention because there's a ship on here. I think this is Captain Hook's ship. That it's not time for you to necessarily, I'm hearing, abandon ship. And it's not the right time for you just to be throwing shit overboard. So it's not like you're getting ready to set sail, I see, for some kind of journey, but they're saying it's not the right time to take off, not the right time to do it. You don't have, I'm hearing, a steady foundation for it. Just don't put yourself in dark situations that don't emotionally fill you. Don't get caught up in the family drama. The best practical action for you to take is strength. For some of you, you guys may have kids. For some of you, you may have 2 people either like living with you or whatever. The best practical action to take is, I'm I'm hearing not to take from them, but also show them love and compassion for where they're at, and also to take that strength and not deal with other people's crap. It's not in your best interest to, and it's time for you to step into, I'm hearing, your spiritual like guru and spirituality, and maybe your business. It's really time for you to put your playing cards, like your cards, out on the table, see where you're at. And I'm hearing start saying no, like just start saying no, saying you don't have this, and taking more of that thing. And you feel like these people take from you, but the best practical action for you to take is have that strength. Continue to show confidence, work on your confidence, work on building yourself up and putting yourself where you need to be. Spirit's guidance for you, pile number 1, Page of Wands reversed. We got Iago here. A lot of what's it called? Peter Pan. So maybe it's in your best interest to watch Peter Pan, because we got actually 3. No, I lied. This is Aladdin. Okay. I have 2 Aladdin cards and 2 Peter Pan cards. I highly maybe suggest watching those 2, because there may be messages in there for you. Don't do anything impulsive. And also, I hate to say this, pile number 1, but stop taking things and doing things with other things like that aren't yours. Like, don't. And I'm also seeing spirits also advise you is don't get blackout drunk and do something stupid. Like, they're saying don't make, I hate to say it, stupid decisions. Because they're telling me that sometimes you do things without thinking, or you just do things to do things, and they're saying this isn't it. But also they're saying awaken a little bit. Like, I know that they're showing me that you're tired, and you maybe have been, I hate to say it, drugged, but maybe you've just been coming out of being sick where you kind of didn't have a full function to reality. But they're saying don't do anything stupid. Not let it pass, but let the medicine or shit like drain from your body and go that way, and allow yourself to awaken to what it is that you're seeing, because this is going to help you a lot, realizing like you can't maybe make set decisions and you feel like you're being held back, but they want you to just don't be impulsive, allow yourself to awaken, work through your anger. You may be spiritual, so work with the god, Egyptian goddess Sekhmet, to work with anger. All right, let's get into the fun stuff. We have career. Unfinished symphony. You guys could be musicians, like you're working on a musical project that you wish would be your full-time gig, or some other things that, you know, could come to fruition. It could be a manifestation. But what I'm seeing with this pile number 1 is with your career, I see a 10, so it's a cycle of completion. There's a lot of unfinished business in your career, and you're going to see that there's a lot of work that hasn't been finished. And I will say, pile number 1, that you're going to feel like you have a lot on your plate when it comes to your job, a lot of things that haven't been finished, and maybe some things that you have started and just did not get a chance to actually to work on. Let's do your money. All right, pile number 1. I'm going to be honest with you. I have the rejection card. Not for you. Number 6. You guys have been spending so materialistically, and feel that you may have been. And I'm even hearing for some you may be receiving gifts that you didn't necessarily need. And this is where you're kind of seeing that, like, maybe you've been wanting to make a big purchase, and it's not the right time, that you've been wanting the best of the best, but instead of, I'm hearing, being grateful for what it is that you do have, I'm seeing you really understanding that, you know, some things are not meant for you. And I mean this by, too, how do I explain this, that you're going to learn about your spending habits, and seeing that somebody else's purchases and what benefits them with their money is not what benefits you with your money. I feel that you make purchases based off of, yes, what you do need, and what you want, and you try to balance that. But with this month, I think that you're going to see that there are just some things that you need to turn your back to. Like, I don't have the money to do this. I don't have the money to kind of be like all up in this. And and I saw too that they're protecting you from something, making this big purchase, because I'm hearing it's just not the right time to make this purchase. It'll come at the right time. And I see like a place with an ocean view, so maybe you're looking for a hotel with an ocean view, or a place with an ocean view. Like, you're getting ready to move maybe, and you're like, hey, like, I need to look out and see the ocean. They're saying it's not the right time to put the money down for it, and it's not the right time. It's still kind of being worked out. And they're saying that there's some healing on your end that needs to be done, and realizing that you can and will, and there's a blockage that you can have these things, and being able to stay in a positive vibration to get the money to come in and out. And this is why things have not moved in the direction that you have needed. So let's do health. Round and round. So I'm paying attention to how this card has the eye and also your hair. So maybe you guys have grown out your hair health-wise, and you're trying to make your hair look really nice and healthy. I'm picking up Leo energy with that. Also to your eye, so maybe you may have an issue with one of like your eye or your eyesight, like an itchy eye. I'm even hearing for some, possibly, and I'm not trying to manifest it, but pink eye. You may also see that it's kind of also, I saw the same thing over and over and over again through health-wise. So you may see reoccurring themes of health issues that have been bothering you that you haven't taken care of yet. Let's do relationships, pile number 1. We have true love. Look at that. This is the romance of a lifetime. So pile number 1, you've been wanting to connect with somebody if you're single for a very long time. And maybe you feel like you found this person, and I feel for some of you, if you are single, you have had a crush on somebody that you feel that is your true love, and you could really build a life together with, but you feel that they don't want to. So I feel that's going to be a theme for you this month, and you may spend time with people, or this person, I should say, who makes you feel that way. If you are married or in a serious relationship, I feel that you guys are going to grow stronger, and I feel that you guys will grow stronger because there's going to be some money issues, and you're going to have to work together to figure it out. The other, if you're not dating and you're not seeing anybody seriously, you're kind of just focusing on yourself or family, I feel that maybe somebody may be getting married this month, or maybe getting engaged around Christmas time. That's something, or an anniversary halfway through the month. You're going to be around this true love energy that you really do enjoy. And I think that you may realize too, even though that you may want that, I think that you may sit down at this wedding or see that you want this, and it may change your mind that you want to be in a deep soul connection. All right. Last but not least, we have some advice for you, pile number 1, from the universe. What is your last minute guidance and advice? We have the Azure Vault. The Blue Temple. Okay. This is the energy of the throat chakra. This is the energy of the sky. This is the energy of the Akashic records. This is all about you. Well, Spirit's advice to you is to step into, once again, your spiritual nature. I feel like you guys maybe can do Akashic records readings and you choose not to. I also feel like you're a spiritual guru, and you have, I'm hearing a voice, or you have this really nice calm energy to you, especially the ocean. Like, you really have this like good negative polarity that really calms and brings peace to life, and I see that you're also a very attractive person who attracts these for some positive energy to it. But Spirit's advice to you is allow your manifestations to come to you, and stop creating blockages and from this. Just allow it to come. Like, I hate to say it, you're being your own worst enemy, and you will be this month. So don't allow that to happen. Also, I have blood at the back of the blood card at the back of this. So I think that you guys who are watching this may be definitely a gendered woman, because I'm seeing like a period, like, so you may have a rough period this month. I'm just being honest, pile number 1. And then we have the opalite crystal. Okay. With this crystal, this is about bringing forth change. And I think that you guys have wanted change and you guys waver back and forth between change. And so this is very fitting for you, pile number 1. And so I would carry this around to help you initiate your change and to help you move forward with where you're going. So I hope that this read resonated with you. And until next time, my friends, namaste. Hey guys, pile number 2, you have chosen the Moonchild Tarot with the black tourmaline crystal. I'm going to throw the crystal over here. I got to move the crystal from the last pile. And we will kind of hop into your read. So for those of you that skipped the introduction, I highly suggest going back to watch it. Talks about the spread, tells you a little bit about me. But with Atlas Vibrations Spirituality, I own it. So if you guys would like to subscribe to the emailing list, please do. You will receive a 15% off coupon off of your first session with me. That is, I don't have many going on right now. I'm in the process of redoing and revamping and trying to fix things and work through it. And it's been a wild roller coaster ride with that. But you'll receive that 15% off. If it doesn't send to you when you subscribe, I will email it to you. So just send me an email and then I will send it to you. For those of you that like to do energy exchange, my Venmo, PayPal, and Amazon wishlist will be down below. I give these reads away or give these to you for free or make them. And I know that there are people out there who like to do that. So their tips are always appreciated, never expected. And then my social media will be there too. So that way you guys don't miss out on anything. So, all right, guys, what's going on for you in the month of December for pile number 2? Cards from the universe. Love it. Okay. We got the moon reversed. A lot of deep feelings, pile number 2. You could have a Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising. Also, this is a card about Pisces. And it's ruled by Pisces. I feel like you guys are worried about the retrograde coming up. I'm filming this on December 1st. So the retrograde Mercury in Capricorn into Sagittarius starts on the 13th. I don't know why, pile number 2, but you guys feel like you're not going to make it. It's a lot of deep feelings. And I feel like you guys are somebody who has gained a lot of wisdom. You've had many, many lifetimes. Spirit is coming in. This might be triggering for you, but you're prepared. You are. You're prepared. You're safe. I feel like you have a mother wound where you can't, or feel that you can't get a grip on your feelings, and you're crying a lot and you're shedding, and Spirit's saying allow that. For some reason, I don't know why, but it's similar to pile number 1, where I talked a lot about like women and feminine getting their period. And this is where you're shedding, like we're in the winter phase, like we're going into winter starting on the 21st. This is a time for you to shed, and maybe you've been crying a lot, trying to get I'm hearing a grip on your reality, and the universe is very well aware, but you have to feel your emotions through. They're saying even the deep, deep gut-wrenching sadness. And they're saying you're not alone. And they're saying you know how to navigate this. And I think that you have to do something, and you know what you have to do, but that's what's hurting you the most, is that you know you have to do this. And it's just gut-wrenching. It's hard for you to kind of, I don't want to say pull the trigger, but to actually do it. And I'm sorry, pile number 2. I'm with you on that. And I feel you. And I send you love, compassion your way, and healing light as well. All right, so let's hop into this. Let's do it. And then let me grab the other cards. We will do that for your career, money, health, and all of that fun stuff. What's going on for pile number 2 for career, money, and health? And I'll grab a card for your relationships. Month of December. I will turn these over and hold these up for you at the end. All right, perfect. We have the Hermit upright, the Magician upright, 4 of Pentacles reversed, Queen of Wands upright. I have the 9 of Cups upright, beautiful. Queen of Pentacles, I'm sorry, upright. 5 of Cups reversed. Okay, so we have we have 2 major arcana cards. I have 2 courts. I have 2 9s. And I have, yep, that's it for the patterning. And we got earth, air, earth, fire, water, earth, and water. So you guys are the somewhat opposite of the first pile, but a lot of earth and water here. And so you guys really are feminine energy and move with the flow here. And you guys are trying to gain a level of attainment, almost feeling complete within yourself. And especially because I have these cards here. So your theme for the month, pile number 2, aside from the information from the universe that I gave you when I pulled the card out, pile number 2, I'm sorry. You're walking away from family, and you're going, I don't want to say on your own, but you're choosing yourself and your dreams. And this has been a very, very hard thing for you to do. You're walking away from the bullshit and coming into this whole new reality. And I see that you're going to be alone for a lot of it. The Hermit is pretty much hermiting in, not going out, not doing anything. Virgo energy, so taking care of yourself, doing your healing, and moving in the direction that you need to go in. And I know that it feels dark. It's almost as if you're going through the birth canal, pretty much. And almost like, and for some it may feel like you're giving birth pretty much to a new, I'm hearing era, a new phase, a new way of life that is completely opposite of what I'm hearing you anticipated in life and where you want to go. But that's the Hermit energy for this month. You're really going to be moving towards your goals, staying within yourself, honing in on yourself, your dreams, taking care of yourself. And I like it. It's a beautiful energy. I feel that this energy in this pile, you have a very beautiful feminine energy about you and moving in flow. And Spirit's even going like this. They're applauding you because it's taking you a lot of work to kind of like turn your head and say no, to turn your head and work through it, and knowing that a lot of pain, and essentially they're saying growing pain, has come with it, even though you don't want to or didn't want to do this or that thing that you maybe or know that you need to do. Shadow work that you need to work on, though, with the Magician, and this is a person as well. I like this energy, but I don't like this energy at the same time. You guys are very trickster people. Like, you guys like to maybe really have a lot of fun. I see a Gemini energy with this, but you guys really like to kind of like, hate to say it, play with your food before you eat it. And not in a malicious way, but it's more of just like having that fun and like not maybe taking things seriously, but also people who trick you when they show you who they truly are. I'm hearing the first time, or where you see that they have these things and they showed you their true colors but tell you a different thing, and it gets you kind of caught up in a loop. And maybe even to trying to step into this spirituality where you're creating with the universe and trying to be in the tangible at the same time, because it seems to me like it's a very mental, hate to say it like this, but challenge for you. Strong Gemini energy is coming up, so you may have a Gemini energy in your field this month who maybe is tricking you, maybe is lying to you, is, I'm even seeing for some, may put an offer out on the table or confront you about something, and really trying to get you to move. I'm even hearing, I heard almost an in with them, but they showed you something that you didn't necessarily like, or something along those lines. But it's also like almost like you feel like you're being tricked or manipulated into doing things, and you get triggered by that. So working in that shadow energy, seeing that darker energy and being like, what the fuck is going on, and what do I need to kind of fix it and take care of it, right? Challenges that you're going to have to go through this month, pile number 2, I have the 4 of Pentacles reversed. So saving money, boundaries with money. I see that Christmas gifts may be a thing for you, because you're kind of like, I'm up to my neck, like I have a limit and I can't necessarily give a lot of money right now. Money seems to be a very big thing right now for a lot of people, just collectively, because even when I was choosing the cards, I chose the citrine and the diamond, and that usually signifies abundance of money and those kinds of things. So, and even pile number 1 got a card here about money as well for challenges. So it's, so far it's been about a lot about money and material things. So yes, challenges facing that, having boundaries and being able to save and being frugal, or seeing that you're overspending, like trying to find this balance and stability within your finances. And so I hate to say it, but they're saying that it's almost like you have to take responsibility for your own wrongdoings. I see that a lot of people, and I'm not trying to be mean, but they blame the government, or they blame a lot of people, saying that the economy's not great, but you have the control of what you spend your money on. And even I'm getting triggered by it, because I'm like, yo, you're right, because I've been doing the same thing. I've been overspending, I've been not treating money in the relationship that I need it to be. So this is something that you're going to see that's a challenge for you, because I feel like it's going to be like gifts. Like somebody's going to get you something really nice and you're going to feel guilty about it, and you're like, hey, like this wasn't, and you practically gave nothing. And they're saying it's more of an insecurity on your end, but also it's like giving what you can give. And I'm hearing that for some, they may not, like they expect more or not expecting less, like that kind of thing. But yes, this is some challenges you're going to have to face. Opportunity, though, that you're going to need to take this month, pile number 2. I don't know why I keep calling you pile number 1, but like we said, Mercury's about to go into retrograde. So Queen of Wands upright. I'm even, in my gut, I'm hearing promotion. So you guys may be getting a promotion. I'm hearing moving out of store. So maybe you're moving to a different store where you feel more uplifted, but also taking the opportunity to be more confident. I see that you guys are going to open up a little bit, or have the opportunity to open up and be your true self and who you really are, and feeling this love with a friend, and being able to enjoy others' company, and enjoy your time, and take the opportunity, if you can, to be this person, enjoy it, have fun, open. And I'm hearing honest. Usually our fire signs and our air signs are pretty, sometimes I would say, but they're straightforward, but fire signs, they ain't for the faint-hearted, I will say that. I'm hearing Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This could be the person that you open up to, talk to, but whatever the case may be with that. All right. The best practical action for you not to take is the 9 of Cups upright, okay? Hold on, my computer is dying. Let me plug it in. Ooh. So, as I was pulling out that cord real quick, I heard the song by Paramore from their album This Is Why, Running Out of Time. One of my absolute favorites. I love the vocals, love Haley Williams and Tara York and Zach Farrow, but you guys always feel like you're essentially maybe running out of time. And with this, and the best practical action, like with the Nine of Cups, not to take is two different things. I'm hearing don't give up on your dreams, but now is not the right time to be living in this energy of fulfillment, riches. I don't want to say happiness because our happiness does matter, but it's about having everything. And I feel that you've been trying to get your ducks in a row for a really long time, and you've got this plan, you've got this set plan, almost like a Virgo energy. So I'm hearing Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. I'm even hearing for some practically a stellium. You've had a plan, you're sticking to the plan, you're not budging with the plan. And the best practical action for you, like, not to take when it comes to this Nine of Cups is this is a dream and a wish, and you're learning to move more in a little bit of flow. And you get very in this shadow energy where you don't want people to stop you from doing what you're doing, but you're not also moving in flow with the water energy at the same time. Water knows how to move and flow, but it also doesn't have boundaries. So water signs have a very tough time setting boundaries and limits, and they have to remember, like Spirit saying, the space, like it's almost like a river and a bank. Yeah, it floods over sometimes because, but they're saying try to stay, I hate to say, in your lane, in that area, so that way as you move through, like, fluidly, you can kind of like waver a little bit and still have that freedom to kind of move. But they're saying, like, you may also be trying to go after, like I said, with one set specific person that you're trying to get, and it's like you're trying to pursue it or pursue something. I don't want to say it's the right time, but you have to pay attention to your schedule, move like fluidly with your schedule. Don't try and force things. Like, you're trying to make, they're pretty much saying, a manifestation happen. And I had so much trouble trying to get that out to you guys. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, why am I having so much trouble? So they're saying you're not running out of time. They're saying, like, you have a set plan, but you got to be a little lenient with it when things don't go your way to learn some lessons. And you're trying to actively control and pursue something that isn't really working. So I'm not saying it's not the right time for you not to take part of your goals, but the best thing you can do is just move in flow. Move towards your happiness, but don't let these setbacks, like, stagger you, and don't get too controlling about it. That's what I'm feeling with it. Because I feel like, once again, you have a plan, you're running out of time. Haley Williams is talking about how she was going to take the dog for a walk on the driveway, ended up walking an extra mile, like why she's always late, like those kinds of things, and her timing. So they're saying don't be so strict with your timing, just kind of move in flow and kind of surrender a little bit, but don't get too flowy. Like, try to find balance. And I know it's kind of tough, but ooh, that was long. Best practical action to take right now, Queen of Pentacles. Mature woman, working archetype, grounded, stable. This is what you need to do, is ground yourself into your reality, take care of yourself, take care of your finances. And they're saying you have so much beautiful jewelry. Like, I don't know why that's coming through, but you guys have so much beautiful things. They're saying wear it, honor it, enjoy it. Like, you don't need more to build that. And this is just beautiful. Like, take your time. I'm even seeing for some, maybe spend time with your mother because she is feeling lonely or alone, but that's something you can do. And there's that. So something to think about as well with that. So yes, beautiful time to take care of yourself, be in flow with yourself, work, get your stuff together, and all those things. Spirit's advice to you, though, with the Five of Cups. Sorry, pile number 2, you're crying over spilt milk. There are things that have been taken away from your life. And I don't want to sound harsh or mean, but maybe you're not feeling eternally grateful for all of the things that you do have. And this is why you're having trouble pulling things in and working with things. I feel that you guys have always wanted a vacation to go on. And also, I'm seeing that Spirit has given you the escape route or the door to telling you what to do about things, but you choose to sit and, like, wallow in your own pity sometimes. And so this is about moving on. And Spirit saying don't play the victim. Like, anything that was, like, spill over and didn't work, they're saying it just didn't work for you. It wasn't meant for you. So they're saying to realign you on a different path to where you want to go. And they're saying you got to take the doors that Spirit opens for you. It'll bring peace and happiness, they're saying. So it might not be the path that you thought it was, but it will eventually get you there. Okay. Let's do career. I have a leg up. So you may be asking for help from a family member. I see a family or like owned business that you may be asking some help from family this month when it comes to your career. Like a family member may, I don't want to say carry you on your back, but help you get kind of set up and help somewhere. And but also seeing, I also see for some that people like your upper management or some people are going to take credit for the work that you have done, like making it seem like they didn't need that much help when they actually did. And once again, also another thing too, a step up from where you are. So maybe a promotion, um, climbing the career ladder, seeing that you want to, maybe helping out your boss. I'm even hearing like an executive assistant. So you may be trying to, like, you may help like somebody who makes a lot of money, help them behind the scenes kind of deal. So that's that. Also, let's do with money. We have community. For some of you guys, you may be moving back home because of money issues. I also see that you may be possibly trying to once again spend money on a vacation somewhere tropical with your money this month. And I also see that maybe you're spending money on a trip for your kids. I'm seeing Disney World or going somewhere with your money, and maybe going into a community for money and maybe getting some help. I'm seeing like toy drives. So really being charitable with your money this month, and maybe also coming into the sense of, you know, you may need help with some for your finances and you'll have to pay it back at some time. Let's do health. We have a message in a bottle. So some of you guys are going to be ignoring your health this month. Like you may be getting calls about bills, like outstanding medical bills that you have to pay, or you're waiting on test results that you needed, like blood work to get done. But also for some, like I said, just ignoring some of the medical things that you need to take care of, even though it's been bothering you for like weeks. I'm even hearing months. Relationship wise, I have new love. Ooh. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Pile number one, if you were, or two, I'm sorry, if you are single, okay, somebody has feelings for you and they may confess those feelings for you and you're gonna be so taken off guard. I'm sorry. But if it's not, and you're gonna be like, what? But if you are single and that's not the case, um, I feel like you're going to be very hesitant to date. Like, I feel like you want to kind of get out there a little bit, but you may be seeing that somebody has some new interest in you, and you were like, what? Didn't see that coming out of left field. If you are married or engaged or in a serious commitment, I see for some you may be getting engaged this month. I also see, for those of you, once again, if you are married, like I see that there may be a new ring. Maybe you're getting a new upgraded ring, or you're seeing like a new love. So maybe like your kids, like if you have children who are in childbearing years, they may have their own baby. So you may see that there's like a new love in that way. That's very beautiful. But reviewing new ways of love as well, and bringing that deeper love, maybe I'm hearing into the bedroom or into your life. My friends who are just like family, like single and worried about, like want to do their, worried about their friends. And that's what I said, maybe you guys are worried about your friends. For some, maybe you're worried about a friend who started dating somebody new and the person may be a little, this might be triggering for some, abusive. Just know that I'm always here if you need help with an abusive relationship. Just feel free to reach out with, especially when it comes to domestic violence. But also I see that you may watch somebody else get engaged. You may see that, once again, vibes of seeing other people and love and wanting it for yourself down the line, and just kind of like being not right now. So it's very interesting. And for some, you may be getting a puppy. I see that too, like a new love, like a new puppy. Oh, that's really nice. So yeah, the new pet. Nice. All right, let's do some last minute guidance. All right. pile number 2, what is your guidance from Spirit? Your last guidance for the month of December. We got the yellowing. Yo, you guys could be Harry Potter fans again. Slytherin. See the snake. Slytherin snake. But what I love about this yellowing card, it rules the solar plexus. It rules also the part that this card talks about is bruising. When the bruise is starting to heal, it turns yellow. And yellow is all about the sun and healing and all of those things. So Spirit's advice to you with this is shed the skin and allow the healing to come through. I know it's difficult, but I hate to say it, pile number 2, that when a snake, I'm like, when a snake sheds your skin, when the snake sheds its skin, if it resists, it's painful. And I think that you're going to see that you're going through a lot of pain. And I have Zeus coming in. This is beautiful. He's saying, you know, don't allow it. It's almost like even like holding and going to the bathroom when you got to do a number 2. Like, it's just going to cause you pain and it's going to cause uncomfortability. And so they're saying that it's hard, but you got to allow yourself to upgrade. Such a big Scorpio energy right now. So beautiful. We have the black tourmaline crystal here. This is all about grounding and protection. And I think that this is very, in some ways, fitting, even though we didn't really talk about it. But Spirit is even saying carry this to get yourself grounded into your reality, to kind of help with your scheduling, to kind of be like, okay, boop, 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 running out of time. Just let me fit into the day what I can. And this is big because it'll help protect you from all the negative energies and ward off any negative things. So beautiful. All right, pile number 2. Hope this resonated, and until next time, namaste. Alrighty, guys, pile number 3. You have chosen the Dream Visions Tarot with the diamond crystal. This is one of the only ones that I did have, so this is it. I'm gonna put it over here, and we'll get to it at the end. I know it's so small that you can't see it, but yes. All right, so if you guys have skipped the introduction, I highly suggest going back to look at it so you can see what the spread is about. And also as well, I am Demi. Obviously, I own Atlas Vibrations, and so I do have an emailing list, and that's in the description box. I am currently working on putting out new sessions for you guys, and revamping and reworking and trying to figure out things. So feel free to subscribe. You will get 15% off of your first session with me, and then I will send that to you if it doesn't send automatically. It's supposed to. Also, too, I know that, excuse me, that some of you guys love to do energy exchange. So that will be in the description box below as well. I do these reads for free, so tips are always appreciated, never expected. And it is there for you guys to do that. Social media wise, I post on everything. I try to, at least. I'm trying to pick up on my TikTok, but that's down there for you as well. I try to put different content on there, but just so you guys can keep up with everything and what I'm doing and all those different things. So what is going on for you, pile number 3, for the month of December? What's going on? The 6 of Swords has already fallen out. And these are messages, sorry, from the universe. I got sidetracked a little bit there mentally. So, pile number 3. I feel like you guys are trying to move in flow. And I feel that there has been a new moon, or this past new moon, or even hearing the new moon from 3 months ago that really shifted your reality into a new beginning, and that you're being ushered almost into a new beginning. And Anubis is coming in strong for you right now, because I feel that you guys are learning and that you need to surrender and accept to move in flow. And some of you have maybe also helped somebody move through a leeway to get where they needed to be, or are currently letting somebody go from your reality and seeing them off, or you saw somebody off a few months ago and seeing that there was a lot of baggage with it, but knowing that it was for the best, and maybe you're just still surrendering to that now. So it's a beautiful energy in its own way, but it seems tough. But I think that you're finally coming to that full surrender and seeing that you can't fully control everything and allowing it to just kind of go as it needs to be. So, all right, let's put these cards out. Ace of Wands upright, Temperance upright. Okay. Six of Cups upright. Okay, pile number 3. I'm digging this so far. The Sun reversed. Okay, womp womp. Okay. Okay. We had it all good for a little while, but here we are. 3 of Swords. Oh no. Oh no. King of Wands upright. And I have the 10 of Wands upright. Okay. So we got a little bit of both. We got a little bit of happiness and sadness, but a lot of color. I love this deck. This deck is always one of my favorites. It's beautiful because I love the colors. I really do. I can't wait. I think the creator, I think her name is Emily. I could be wrong. She's doing an Egyptian deck, and I'm for it. Mine hopefully is coming in the mail soon. So, all right, pile number 3. What is going on for your career, money, and relation, or health, I should say? I will turn these over the end of it. And what's going on for pile number 3's relationships this month? Alright, so let's do the patterning in the spread here. We got fire, fire, water, fire, air, fire, and fire. You guys could have a fire sun, moon, or rising. You could be surrounded by people who have fire energy within them, because I'm feeling it. I'm like, yo, like, let's go dancing, you know, that kind of thing. And, whew. Pile number 3, you have a lot going on. You got a lot going on in your life. You're happy, you're trying to stay happy, you're moving through things, and what I'm seeing is here with the numbers as well. I got 2 of these, 2 major arcana, so you're learning some. That's about the average of what I've been getting for the past 3 piles, even though there's 6 of them. And we have ace, 14, that goes out to 5. We have a 6, we have a 19 that goes out to 20, which is 2. I have a 3, I have a king, and a 10. So yes, we have essentially in some ways denominations of 10, 5, 3, so it's kind of all over the place, but main thing is a lot of fire energy, a lot of passion, a lot of drive, a lot of upbeat energy. And so let's kick this off. So theme for the month is Ace of Wands upright. I like this, but I also feel it comes in a more reversal energy. A lot of anger. I think that you're going to see a lot of passion, a lot of drive. There's a lot of Mars energy here, which is warrior energy, fighting energy. And I see that you guys are really going to attempt to move yourself into the sunlight, move into the positivity, and taking this new inspired action. I feel there's almost going to be a new beginning. I feel like maybe some of you have started a new career, or you're going to start a new career, and it's really, you want it to uplift you, but there is still this somewhat sadness within, and there's a lot of anger and frustration and build up of anger. And maybe you guys do have high blood pressure. Maybe you guys are just genuinely, I hate to say it, like angry people. You could have an Aries stellium or some kind of stellium somewhere where it's very just passionate, driven energy. And I feel throughout the month you're just going to try and rise to the top and try to get into this positive energy and this honing in this sexual creative energy to move forward. And I think that you guys have a lot of trouble finding that, or will, because you have so much fire energy for the month, and there's barely any water cards here. I don't see any earth cards. We have no earth cards at all, and that's trying to put it down into the tangible. So Sagittarius, stellium, sun, moon, or rising. I see really even trying to dig deep down into the emotions. And I feel like there's a split within your emotions. I feel that you're somebody that doesn't like to listen to others about emotions, and it's not your thing, and you're not an emotional person, but you still feel. And so stepping into that energy of feeling will really help you create and kind of essentially lift yourself up. Okay. The shadow work that you're going to have to do this month is like the shadow work of shadow work. We got temperance, okay? So for some of you, you may be dealing with the twin flame, looking at the mirror from behind, but also trying to essentially balance out your life and your emotions. Now, what did we talk about? Just talk about. We got this fire energy, we got the air energy, we got the earth, and we got the water, right? So moving from that fire energy, moving in with duality of the emotions, of running through all of these things and balancing that out. And the symbolism here, I feel, is the phoenix. The shadow work is deconstructing to be rebuilt to come out on top being better, so that's Scorpio energy. This card is ruled by Sagittarius, and this is about wisdom and gaining wisdom. And so I feel like you're going to be highly triggered probably by a twin flame, by seeing that they're not giving you enough attention, by seeing that, I just see in like Trigger City, and really learning to work through the triggers and finding that balance. And I think that you're newly awakened. I feel that you are just learning about this journey and the triggering journey that kind of comes with it, and seeing that you are a reflection of your own self in the mirror, and trying to once again heal and find that balance in this journey in which we call life, and gaining that wisdom. So yeah, it's gonna be a little deep this month, pile number 3. But I see you working through it, and if you put the work in to rise from the ashes and come out of it, it'll essentially, I'm hearing, work out in your favor, and you'll get what you want out of all those things. I think for some you want a long-term partner, but you have to get rid of all of that like negative, nasty energy. I feel somebody has manifested you. It's just working through that energy and finding that balance and being able to adhere to your emotions, essentially, because if you want somebody who's emotionally stable, the spirit saying to you, you have to understand your emotions and communicate that and work through it and feel it and say, hey, like, this is how I feel, you upset me, you hurt me. And they're saying, instead of yelling, those kinds of things. So something to think about. Challenges you're going to face this month is the Six of Cups. So for some of you, maybe you are married, or but I'm hearing like getting pregnant. I'm also hearing childhood things. So you're going to find some challenges in finding things that you enjoy. I feel that for some, you may have some childhood things that you like to do that keep coming up, and you just, I'm hearing, don't have the time, or you just don't take that emotional feeling and act on it. So like, just for example, I had to fully admit to myself, like, I love watching anime and Naruto, and it was something I used to love when I was a teenager, and it took me a little while to fully accept it, because I didn't think that people would accept me for it, because I was always ridiculed for it by my parents and family. And so that's where I feel that, you're going to suppress this a little bit, and you may see even things of past people, so challenges too. There may be people from your past, old lovers coming in, old friends coming in to want to do things with you, and maybe who have tricked you, who have made you feel like stupid or less than, and they see that you're doing well, or they think that you're doing well. They think that you may have more money than they do, and they may need some help, and they may ask, like, hey, like, do you think you could float the bill or help me out? And you're going to be like, well, you just kind of like left me, I'm hearing, on the side of the road, or you left me like to fend for myself when I needed you most. And it's just kind of like, hey, you really upset me. And it's going to be one of those things where you're like, I'm not getting caught up in this bullshit again. An opportunity that you're going to need to take this month is the sun reverse. And this is about Leo energy. It's, I hate to say it, depressing. It's sad. It's about not being able to find that balance. And hold on, pile number 3, I'm going to get more. I feel like somebody else around you is going to get some recognition that you're not used to, that you're not used to seeing them get. But I also see it's going to cause a lot of sadness because I think that you have realized you shine brightly. I hear the song by Paramore, Brighter. And you could be Paramore fans. I highly suggest listening to it. And there's going to be an opportunity where you're going to see that there's a happy moment that really makes you sad. And you need to take that opportunity to kind of see it's not meant for you and that you need to heal. But you do need to take the opportunity also to make yourself happy and do the things that you want happy, because I feel like you live in accordance to, I'm hearing maybe a cousin or a family member who wants to keep you in the box and they don't want to see you succeed. So they will tell you things specifically like, oh, those are gross, so they can have it. Or they'll be like, oh yeah, no, like I don't think that you should do this. I don't think it's in your best interest. And at the end of the day, they will go and copy like something, like whether it's a haircut that you wanted, or they're like, yeah, I don't think that would look good on you. And then they go and do the get the haircut themselves. Or they go and buy the thing that you said that you weren't going to do. And they kind of one up you, and you're going to be like, yeah, no, like I'm not happy with this. So take that opportunity to let them show you their true colors and move through that and realize that you need to be in your own happiness and choose your own happiness and move forward with that. The best practical action that you should not be taking right now is the Three of Swords. There is, I'm hearing maybe for some, a divorce. There is a separation where there is a third party system where you're being drug into, and it is not in your best action to take literal action on your heartbreak. So showing people up, showing people how they're wrong, being mean, using your words, crying, fits. So Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or Stellium, I'm seeing too for you guys who's watching. Just not being caught up in that. And also third party situation. Very few. Maybe you're dating 3 people at once, or somebody else you're dating is dating 2 people at once. They're saying do not get caught up in this third party. Do not take action on your heartbreak and emotions. I'm hearing isolate yourself. When you start to feel very sad and emotional, like feel your feelings through. Don't be calling people. Like just be in your own energy and don't let bog people down with your own negative emotions. So the best practical action for you to take is the King of Wands. It's time to take control of your life. And also too, I'm seeing like this reminded me of a phone. So I'm hearing for some, you may need to make a phone call. I'm even seeing some for therapy. I'm also seeing like boundaries and kind of just turning your head away from people who energetically drain you and taking that part of where you're like, hey, like this is a little too much for me. Even they're saying that little part, hey, this is a little too much for me to handle, coming from your heart and saying it's not that I don't love you, but I have to take care of these things, and I can't always be there to be your anchor and hold you down and keep you like your rock and keep you in check. Like I got to go away for a few months, or I got to go away and do some things, but you got to be able to hold it down while I'm not here. And so there's that. And just take control of your own life. And I'm even seeing build your empire, like maybe for some that you have employees that you manage, or you have different aspects of your life and your career that you're trying to or starting up, and they're saying it's time for you to like manage those things and kind of just put everything else in the background and work on yourself in that way. Spirit's advice to you is the 10 of Wands, okay? Pile number 3, like I said, you got a lot going on. You have a lot on your plate. Family, career, relationship, maybe third party situations, family things falling apart. The 10 of Wands here is saying that you do have a lot on your plate and you can't, I'm hearing, make room for everything. So there may be things that are stacking up, piling up, maybe bills or projects and things that need to get taken care of, and you're like, I can't keep giving all of my attention to everything. Like, and I feel like your family may be really trying to drag you down with it and be like, hey, I need attention, hey, this is the holidays, hey, I need this. I'm like, look, they're like, my accounting books or my stuff is, it's really piling up. I have to take some time for myself, and I need to take care of this. And Spirit's saying, you know, take care of the things that you need to take care of. It's been a long journey, but you're like coming to this completion of realizing it's been a long, hard road, and you got to start taking care of yourself and step into it. You may be just stepping into your Saturn return, or you're seeing that you're in your Saturn return. You have a lot of responsibility to take care of. Okay, let's do your career. Message in a bottle. So I feel like some of you have been waiting to hear if you're getting a raise or not, or waiting for your boss to give you some kind of communication, or you may receive some news about your job, or waiting for a job offer. So I feel like maybe you guys are waiting to change something in your career, realize that you may need to like you put in a couple applications and you're going to be like, when am I going to hear from this person? So that's something to think about too, about that. And you feel like you're directionless with your thing. You're kind of like in this limbo phase, maybe with your career, floating around, waiting to see what's coming for you, waiting for a phone call. I haven't seen for some random, but you may be waiting for your dad to call you. I don't know why, but that's something there too. Pile number 3. What else do we got for money? Community. Pile number 2 got this in the same position. So once again, I feel like you guys may be spending a lot of money on family, Christmas gifts, new housing, downsizing on a new home, and also just maybe I saw a trip, but I see that too, really stepping into the flow of money. I feel like you guys are gonna feel pretty, I don't want to say decent about it, but I just see money coming in and out easily. It's not going to be anything drastic, and you may be spending, once again, really nice money on gifts for your kids, if you have them, or whatever the case may be. Health-wise, I got a leg up, and so crazy how these cards, all 3 of these cards came out for the last pile, just in different places. I shuffled that deck pretty good, too. You may need some help with your finances. When it comes to health, like maybe you need, you're realizing that maybe it's a lot of money for certain, I'm hearing prescriptions or tooth work or anything with it, or you may physically not be able to walk, and seeing that you may actually need to take care of that. So something to think about too. You may be asking your mother for some help when it comes to like food and money and things like that. So yes. And let's do your relationships. We have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Okay, so if you are single, I see that some of you have manifested a partner, and you're either waiting for that partner, not pursuing anything, waiting for that right person to come in. And their spirit wants you to know, if you are single and waiting, like divine timing is at it. But it's, from hearing for some, it's on its way to you. Just be patient. There's kind of still working things out. I'm seeing that they're trying to help find and choose the right partner for you. Like that's still kind of what's being worked out, and then it'll kind of take off from there. I hear March for some. I also hear April for some. And then if you guys are in a serious relationship, married, committed, engaged, I feel like you're waiting for the right time to do something, whether that's travel, book your wedding, make plans, the right time to get married. Just know that if your date has been pushed back, or the venue that you have is not working out for you, they're trying to get you to go somewhere else because it's just not working out, and may not work out the way that it is, or that one place is like gonna close, or whatever it is, it's just not gonna work out. And so same thing, family, friends, like trying to stay in that area, not dating. I feel like you guys have been waiting for like a group or a circle of friends to come in, or a group, but it's just being worked out. I feel like you're still doing some healing, and I hate to say it, pile number 3, you may be a gossip queen or a gossip king, and you like to talk about other people. And if you want people who aren't going to gossip or talk shit or be mean and nasty, you got to do your healing and work on it yourself, to not be that and be the vibe that you attract. So if you're going to talk shit and you don't want them to talk shit, it's got to be an even match. So you're working through not doing that and getting rid of that. Let's do your guidance. What is pile number 3's guidance from Spirit for the month? Additional. Oh, card fell over. Let me grab it. I see it. Oh, this is a good one. Sublimination. I actually have to read this because I'm still learning this deck, and I find that I have a lot of decks that I just don't use, and this is one of them. I'm gonna read this, and we'll go from there. So, sublimination is the great alchemical operation of air. It occurs when there is enough heat to change a solid substance into a gas, causing it to rise up, up, and away. Therefore, when sublimination is present, there is an aspect of celebrated elevation, of ascending above and gaining a greater perspective. Birds in flight, mountain peaks, ladders, and balloons are all sublimination images. As with all the operations, sublimination has a shadow potential. Through ascension, there is a risk of separating from others, of sensing oneself higher or above. This risk is particularly great in spiritual traditions that offers a linear model of achievement. The divine alchemist rises humbly and supports the upliftment of others, while always in touch with the cycle of humanity. Service is the natural balancing agent for sublimination. It may be the next rung on your ladder. Go deeper into this, watch the final scene of The Red Balloon by Albert Lamouris, and to ponder the magic of air travel. Disassociation is an example of sublimination in shadow. Whether this card appears, reconnect with the feelings you'd rather avoid. Be with them rather than rising above them. This fits for you, pile number 3, perfectly. Hike up a mountain or gaze out of an airplane window. Notice sublimination occurring within. You may feel wonder, awe, or a shift in perspective. Use this energy to write or draw. So, perfectly fitting for you, pile number 3. It's time for you to rise up like the phoenix out of the ashes and know that you were truly connecting with yourself. And I see that, like, within this when I kind of read it, and I know I just read the description, but it's about you rising up, and I see the purple here, so this is about the third eye chakra. So your third eye's opening, you're awakening, you're seeing all these different things. And so this crystal of the diamond, it's like the mothership of all crystals that we have. It's about strength, courage, love, luck, abundance, security, all of it. And I think that this really fits you because you're trying to balance out your life and have a lot going on. And so I highly suggest, if you have anything that's a diamond, whether it's a small one, I highly suggest carrying it around with you, saging it out and cleaning it up and wearing it. And I think it'll help bring a lot of luck and abundance to you. And I feel Kuan Yin's coming in too to show that jade would also help you out very much as well. So I hope that this read resonated with you. And until next time, namaste. All right, guys, pile number 4. You have chosen the True Black Tarot with the Doom Meteorite crystal. I am going to throw this over here and let's start our read for today. So if you have not listened to the introduction, I highly suggest going back just to watch the first minute so you can know about the spread. Also, to Atlas Vibrations, I own it. There is an emailing list, so I highly suggest going into the description box, subscribing. You get 15% off of your first session. I'm sorry. I'm currently working on new ones, but we'll get there. So it'll be there for you. If it doesn't send when you subscribe, please email me and I will send it to you. And then also, for those of you that like to do energy exchange, that'll be down below my Venmo, PayPal, and Amazon wish list as well. So tips are always appreciated, never expected. Just there for those who want to do that. And social media, I try to put out different content for you guys every month and every week. Like, I post all the videos that I do, and I try to do different things. So feel free to follow on all of that. So all right, pile number 4, what is going on for you in the month of December? You guys are the only pile that hasn't had a message from the universe. Okay, I'm gonna split the deck after. Do one more. Oh, there we go. I knew it. And we will. Cool. I have the Nine of Wands reversed. I have the Nine of Swords upright, and I have the Ace of Cups. Alrighty, guys. So you guys are either having trouble sleeping. You guys have been going through a really dark time with trying to, sort of saying, rise up and out of negative emotions, and you feel like that you haven't been getting support. A lot of support. And it's just kind of like I feel like you've been fighting battles and fighting things, and you have a lot of anxiety, sleepless nights of how to kind of get out of the situation, move forward from the situation, and it's just causing a lot of pain. And it's like you want to find that peace. I'm sorry, pile number 4. Like, I feel you, because it's tough. Like, I feel like a lot of the piles have been going through a lot of deep things and releasing a lot of the deep things before I think the year ends, because we're going into a new number. So this was the year of number 7 with the Chariot, which was drive, Cancer energy, so family, mother issues, and then we're going to go into the year of 8, which is strength, and that's Leo energy. So, yes, so doing a lot of clearing out before we move into there. So here we go. We have the Two of Pentacles upright. I have the Ten of Wands upright. We have the Three of Pentacles reversed. And I have the Lovers upright. That's nice. That's a good one. We have the Five of Wands upright. I have the Seven of Swords reversed, and I have the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Let me grab the rest. We'll turn these over at the end. What is going on for pile number 4's career, money, relationships at this time? Or in this month. I'm sorry, this month. We will. All right, pile number 4. I have Earth, Fire, Earth, Air, Fire, Air, and Earth. You guys are my air pile. I've had like every other element in a large capacity. So, very interesting. We have one major arcana card. So you guys are learning a lesson that's deep and everything. So you have, with this, 2, 10, 3, 6, 5, 7, and 10. So 2 10s and no court cards. And so you guys are probably essentially coming to a cycle of completion, coming to a place where you guys are caught up in your head a lot mentally. And I know we pulled those cards earlier, but you guys are kind of struggling with your reality to move forward, get like a full mental picture and block, and you're trying to move into your heart space. And that's the key thing that I'm seeing is your heart space. You're trying to doing wraparounds in your head of going in circles and circles and circles and circles and circles with this like masculine energy, when you need to step into your heart and see how you truly feel about the situation, feel about what's going on. And so They're telling you that you need to ground down, and that's going to help you step into where you're at, okay? So let's start with this. So we have the theme for the month is duality with the Two of Pentacles. So priorities, okay? What are your priorities? Pile number 4. This is important because I feel like, you have a dream that you're going after. You've been going towards that dream. You've had to put money out for that dream. You're seeing more money, more money, more money, more money. And so, unfortunately, this is something where I'm hearing spending above your means. I'm seeing that it's almost as if like you're in a downward, I don't want to say you maybe feel like it's a spiral, but a downward motion in your finances, shadow, so that way you can kind of create and rebuild a foundation, because I feel like you're essentially kind of like this ferret. Also, you could be Harry Potter fans, Draco Malfoy, technically it's a ferret and he gets turned into it. And so, yeah, so this is very interesting to me because it's almost as like a squirrel too, like you're trying to gather up all of the resources you have and you're building your own home. It's taking you some time, and spirit is even saying like, I know that this may be triggering and I don't know why, but you're on the right path. You're building with your own resources, your own things, and they're saying that you need to give yourself more credit. And I normally don't go through this and say this, but essentially when I was saying about pile number 1, I almost called it pile number 4, and I feel a strong connection to pile number 1. And I feel that maybe if you are watching this, maybe you've been watching my videos for some time now, and you show your partner or your husband or your wife that this is going to be like a dual thing. So you may resonate with pile number 1 while they may resonate with pile number 4. But I would go back and check out pile number 1 maybe at a different time for messages just to see what's going on, because I feel a strong connection to pile number 1. And so I'm seeing that this is about going back and forth between this. So you're going to have to see about your priorities. Are your priorities straight? Why are you're trying to keep yourself afloat? I'm seeing a different card from a different deck, and I can't remember which one it is. Can't remember the name, but this is essentially where you're moving towards. Is you're seeing that you have to kind of gather and build and be patient and move and see where your priorities are. And I think this is where it's hurting you in your chest and your heart, because your priorities are not the same, pile number 4, as they used to be. And you feel like it's hurting other people around you. And because they don't look at you the same anymore. They're like, you used to be, I'm just using an example, maybe hardworking. You used to be hardworking. You used to be dedicated. You used to show up. You used to do it. And you have completely, I'm seeing this, have turned inwards. You're not worried about other people. And other people are starting to get triggered because it's essentially an abandonment wound. They want you to still be, I hate to say it, like if you've ever seen the show of Friends, R.I.P. Matthew Perry, but like Fun Bobby. And that's the worst part of it, pile number 4, is that you were Fun Bobby. You were, I don't want to say a drunk, but this person was, always the fun person. They always had a great time with this person. And I think Monica starts to date him, and she realizes that he's an alcoholic and he has substance abuse problems, and he's always so chill and so fun because he's dousing and trying to make his problems go away through alcohol, and he stops doing it. He stops doing the negative things, and he becomes boring. And so this is what's happening, and this is why things are, I feel like they're showing me like a tumbling effect of like, you got rid of all of the poisons, the nastiness, the negativity, and they're like, now you're boring, now you've changed. You think that people are probably talking behind your back or thinking that you're crazy because you may be more spiritual, you're taking more spiritual side of life and you're not around anymore. But I'm going to be honest with you, pile number 4, they have dug their grave, and Spirit wants you to know that. They dug their grave, and it's essentially important. And maybe you started spending time with somebody that I'm hearing family or friends didn't like, and they were getting jealous of it, like a jealous lover was like, hey, why are you spending so much time with so-and-so? Whether it was same gender, not same gender, whatever the case may be. So that's going to be some things I picked up for you. I feel like also too, pot number 4, you've been wanting to get some answers. Like you just need answers, and they're saying if you need help, the path will be illuminated for you. Like take the opportunity, okay? So with this shadow work that you need to work on is, once again, the 10 of Wands upright. Very similar to pile number 1. You guys definitely have a true connection with pile number 1. This is about your people trying to climb up through your successes. And I'm not talking about like theft, like money stealing or things like that. You have built or have continued to, I don't want to say buy yourself nice things, but you have supported yourself with the things that you need. So I'm just seeing like body armor almost, so like nice clothes. So let's just say I'm just being honest, you're going to start scuba diving. You bought yourself the gear, you bought yourself the tank, the pieces, the whatever it is, and then you have decided to then what's your next step? You need to start booking vacations now to go and scuba dive, and you've, saved up money and you have been working really hard, and whether that means that you have been putting extra money into your business, you've been working overtime, you've been really working hard to get where you want to be, and then everybody's like, oh, you're gonna go scuba dive? Well, I'm coming too. And they ask you maybe to borrow your stuff, they try to take your time and your energy, and they're like, hey, can you help me with this? Also, something that happened to me where I had family members who were really nasty to me and invited my whole family to a wedding besides me. And this family member of mine decided to ask me to do her makeup for like my cousin's wedding when she was not my friend and she was nasty to me. And so these are the things that I'm talking about, where I work so hard to get with the makeup and I put myself into a career for it and got a lot of shit for it. And so the thing is, it's the same thing. Like, they just want to go off of your success because they see that you did well. I was then asked to do makeup for everybody's prom, wedding, this, and then when they made fun of me for buying all of the things that I wanted. And so essentially it's, because they're not happy with themselves. And so your shadow work is going to see that, all of your hard work, all of your dedication, and I feel like you guys are so passionate. Like, you guys are passionate, driven people. You have a thrive to life. I see Sagittarius energy, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Like, you guys are gung-ho. You know what you want. You go after what you want, and it's going to be that shadow energy to be like, why is everybody on my coattail? Why are you trying to be my co-pilot when you didn't put in the work, and you haven't put in the work, and you haven't tried, whether it's emotional, and it's not necessarily monetary. I see it might be monetary, but I don't think it's more on an emotional level or more of an anger level, because you're just kind of doing what you want to do. You're independent, right? So that's what I'm seeing. Shadow work, getting triggered by people who don't have that same drive, passion, hard work, dedication. They just want to be with you when you're at the top and you're doing great and you got a name for yourself. Then you're the thing, like the hottest thing since sliced bread. And that's when you're like, absolutely not, So there's that. Some challenges that you're going to face this month, pile number 4 is 3 of Pentacles reversed. So seeing no mutual respect, people that maybe you work with, coworkers or family members that you no longer see that you work with well together, that you can't work together with. And it's going to create some problems because you guys are going to essentially see, and I have this card here, different morals, different values, different ways of how you see life. One may be more watering their plant here to see that they're working towards a project. This one's working towards another project and it's on another path. And same with this. It's different priorities, different places, different ways, and trying to, I see like puzzle pieces, trying to fit pieces into your life. But you're going to realize there's just some people you cannot work with. And you're going to find challenges that these people either want to work with you, or they don't want to work with you, or they're just seeing that, once again, I'm being honest, pile number 4, jealousy, that your plant is thriving. Like, maybe it's like somebody planting something and you guys wait for a little while to see whose plant grows first, and you're the one who's like, okay, it needs to be watered every hour. Okay, well, I'm gonna talk to it, I'm gonna make sure it's got the water it needs, and it has everything it needs to be taken care of. I put it out in the sunlight for 4 hours, and then this other person who showed up twice a week to water it, who talked to it all the time, who did what, like, in some ways what it's supposed to do, but they didn't do, I hate to say, enough. They didn't follow not instructions, but they didn't follow it, and they're kind of like trying to get along the path that you are on, and they're trying to insert themselves into your projects and things, and that's when you're finally like, like, no, and you're going to see that you really can't work with this person. You tried to help this person, but they just don't want to do the work, and you don't see eye to eye, and realizing you're like, I just can't work with these people, and it's going to be challenging for you. An opportunity, though, that you need to take, pile number 4. Couple different messages. This is the Lovers. some of you guys have been distanced from a partner that you broke up with like years ago. I'm seeing 4 months. I see 4 again. You guys, once again, like pile number 1 has the number 4, and that's about stability. And I think that you're gonna see too that somebody, either that if you're single or whatever the case may be, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. That you guys still think about each other a lot, and there's going to be an opportunity for you to see that there's still a connection, and also that there's still a need for you to make deep connections with others. Excuse me, I have to grab a drink of water and cough for a second. Also, pile number 4, I feel like you haven't talked to this person in a very long time and you feel that connection. You're going to have an opportunity, I'm not going to say to connect, but opportunity to see that you're still connected and there's still feelings there. And there's also going to be an opportunity for you to maybe talk about this situation, talk about what's going on. I feel like this person may see and realize they have done some wrongdoings, and you're going to realize too that you've been sitting in a negative energy and you still very much love each other, and that maybe you want to try and work things out, and seeing that you've been on this like journey of life and this life path for a while, and that may be it. But also I see that for some of you want to make an opportunity to make a deep connections. I feel like you might try and exchange and make deep connections with people, and if that is the case, then do it. This is all about choices as well, so you're going to have an opportunity to make good choices. Gemini rules the lovers, and so you're going to see choices, maybe new study like ways of learning. We just had a full moon in Gemini, so could be related to something in the house that you're going through. When it comes to communication, studying, talking, all of those Gemini energy things and great ideas. So that's something else too. Let's see. The best practical action that you should not take right now, pile number 4. Once again, 5 of Wands. Pile number 4, and I'm not trying to be mean or make you feel dumb, and I hear dumb, like that you're not smart. You are smart. You're actually very smart. And you know when people, I'm hearing, have your best interest and don't have your best interest. And it's due to their wounding that you allow them to come in. And they're going to, once again, and I don't know what pile I said this for, but Paramore's song Brighter is coming up. You shine very brightly in people's lives. You have a different path. I'm even hearing a life path number that could mean something for somebody. But a lot of these people have broken tools, broken things. They don't have nice things because simply Spirit saying they don't want to put the work in to do it. And so the best practical action for you to take is I'm hearing surround yourself with people who don't have the same, I'm hearing, path, who don't have the same morals and values, and don't want to, I'm hearing, connect with you. And once again, I think it's same for pile number 1. Stop surrounding yourself in places, in deep places, with people that don't resonate with you. You have almost like very exactly close to pile number 1 for your reading. So definitely go again, check out. There's messages definitely there for you. And I normally don't say that. Like, I know I've been saying it the whole read, but definitely go check it out. So the thing is you gotta go to your true north. And I feel like there has been a path that has been lit up for you. You have to follow that path, not the broken path, not the things that have, I'm hearing, broke you, not that's not your path. You got to move forward and up and out. And so once again, don't put yourself around people who give you the runaround. I'm hearing the wraparound, the bullshit, and the darkness. It's not for you. If they can't give you a straight answer, and I'm seeing show up and be like, hey, this is it, then this is it, you know? The best practical action for you to do is the 7 of Swords reversed. Let these people move in their own direction, pile number 4. Once again, your light, it shines brightly. And this is about lying to ourselves, deceiving ourselves, betraying ourselves. The best practical action for you to take is to allow them to deceive and betray themselves, allow themselves to lie to themselves. They can't tell themselves the truth. And it's also the best practical action for you to take is, I'm hearing, to listen to the truth and know the truth. And the truth is, and I hate to say it like this, and this is going to help you, the truth is what you were shown. So whether that you, like, they're showing me like this kind of like hole, almost like a light, like it's looking at a door, right? You have a door that you look through the key or the little eye hole to see who's outside, and you kind of don't have a full vision of what is outside. But they're saying to me that you look through that deep hole of that hole down into it as your truth, like almost like the truth is hidden. They're saying to you that the full picture is the door. You hear what's out on the outside of the door. You can tell by the voice who's, like, those kinds of things, and let it fully show you from the door of where you're standing from your perspective to the other side. And that is essentially telling you that if you know that they lied to you, and for example maybe you heard somebody knock and there wasn't anybody there when you look through the hole, and you're like, oh, like gaslighting yourself, there wasn't anybody here, I guess I'm crazy, I heard the door knock and there was nobody there. That's what I'm talking about. You heard the knock, it happened, but nobody showed up. That is the truth. Okay, so that's what they're saying to you, and that's the best practical action for you to take. And they're saying stop letting them point the sword or the finger at you when I'm hearing they did something wrong. I think you're highly triggered by that they point the finger at you, and it's kind of almost like a rat race, essentially. And you're seeing that they're moving in a different direction. Spirit's saying the best practical action is let them move in their direction. Let them move away. These dark energy people are being swept up and out of your way for a reason. They're saying look at it in that overall bigger picture and that deeper level to understand it's just not meant for you, okay? Spirit's advice to you is the Ten of Pentacles reversed. I'm here. First thing I heard was stop maybe literally paying and physically paying for people's mistakes. People are saying to you, like, and it might be people and friends, stop paying bills for people that aren't yours to pay. Like, maybe you're paying like a Hulu bill or something, like, that's not for you to pay. Like, I'm hearing like name on like houses and things, like different things, but they're saying to you, you have your own agenda, you have your own thing that you're building, and it's not for you to be this show and tell martyr or be this front person and worried about your image, about what's going on. Like, you have your own goals, your own things, and they're saying don't be so materialistic and try to put on the show. Like, let's be real, like some of these animals that are in the circus, like look at this elephant, like they're tired. Sometimes they're tired and they shouldn't be working every day, but they do, and you don't really show it because you're like, oh wow, look at the show, like, oh wow, it looks really good kind of like on paper, but then when shit kind of comes down to it, it's not, and you're actually really tired, worn down, beaten. And so I'm hearing communicate that, communicate, that you're working on things, doing things. And so, and it's just showing that there's a lot of like wounds with that, but Spirit's guidance is to work on your own thing, let them be in their own group, shine brightly, and let them do the things that you need to do so you can find a place to fit in yourself. Ooh, pile number 4, you were deep, very deep. You have a lot of wisdom, and I feel that. And they're saying let the wisdom show you and help you like learn, and that wisdom should help you make your decisions from now forward, okay? Career, orphaned. Okay. Pile number 4, your career, and you feel like your career has been and will continue to be, and I'm not trying to be rude, in shambles. Change. 5 is change, so you may be changing your career, realizing there's nothing left for you here, that I'm hearing thriving, you want to thrive and you're not thriving. I'm hearing in your environment and you're going to see that you're not thriving, that your abilities and things are being set. Like, they're pretty much showing me that like 3rd grade level, like you work with people who are at like maybe a lower level and they need to be taught the basics, but you're somebody who's mastered the basics. There is no program or thing for people who actually have been there or here for a long time, and it kind of puts you in a bubble because the only thing you can do, I'm hearing, is either train or help others, and you're like, well, where's my development? Where do I get to move into like being in the same position or not wanting to take on that responsibility? And there's nowhere but to move up. And they're saying that you have a life, you have like maybe have 3 or 4 things, whether that's kids, family, vacation, other business, other job, that it doesn't fit, they're showing me, into that lifestyle. So you're going to see that it's just doom and gloom. You're not happy within your soul, you're tired, it's the same shit and same old song and dance that it always has been. Money, I have yin. So great pile number 4. Be open to receiving money. Like, be open to manifesting and attracting it. I see that you may work with a partner, or you may be doing like joining accounts together. You may get some help from your partner in a more feminine way, but be accepting of the offers that are given to you. So if they want to give you more money, accept it. If they want to, you know, how do I put this? If you want to manifest more money, do it. But I see you receiving. Feminine energy is about receiving, so be open to receive. And I see that your money things will broaden in perspective in December, so think about that, okay? We also have with health, so change in the wind. I see you guys changing doctors. I feel like you guys have seen that it's really difficult for you to kind of maybe tackle down something. I see something about your hair. I also see maybe a skin rash that might be something, but also a change in the wind. So I see that you may be moving either possible companies or other places to make your money things better. And also, hold on. I also seen you maybe also doing salt healing, which is where you sit like in the ocean or you take salt baths. Like, that's really, really good too. Relationships, wedding. This has been coming up for a lot of people. So this situation involves marriage. So if you're single, I feel like in general, I'm going to start with the general. I feel like some of you guys have been hearing a lot about marriage. Like, you're hearing about marriage, or you've had your eye on somebody. Like, some of you guys, I don't know why, but like crush on Edward Cullen. Like, maybe that's your ideal, like, I'm hearing book boyfriend. And for some, you have eyes for somebody who looks like Edward Cullen or looks like somebody from a Renaissance time fair. Don't know why. Henry Cavill. Those kinds of things. But if you're single, I see that I think you're gonna like look at somebody as if, like, looking at people as if they're married, like marriage material. Looking at people if they can kind of like get you, I hate to say it like this, but get you excited in the bedroom. Like, you want somebody who has like good eye candy too, and you want somebody who kind of like has it all, and you're gonna be like, I want that, and having that set stability in that relationship when it comes to dating. If you are married, in a serious relationship, or engaged, you may be getting married this month. You may be in a wedding. You may be traveling for a wedding, or going to a wedding, and that's probably just broad spectrum across it all. Or I'm even hearing renewing your vows, looking at pictures, or somebody may give you, I'm hearing wedding gift, like on Christmas, like a picture of you guys for weddings, photos. And then also, if you're just friends, not really worried about it, you'll probably be going to a wedding. And I hate to say it, but some of you may have a friend who has like eyes for your husband. Just being honest, you may not know it, but that's kind of out there too. Maybe going to a wedding and seeing people getting married and things like that, and seeing all the engagements and all that kind of crap. So like, it's a lot, but so there's that. So yeah, that's what I have for this. Let's do your general guidance card for the month, or more spirit guidance, I should say, for the month. Ooh, Jupiter. I love this. So spirit's guidance for you is, some of you guys may be Star Trek fans, because I'm seeing like the hand signals here, but also I see you guys really expanding. Spirit's advice to you and just guidance is expand and heal, do your work. And I'm also seeing with money, like, allow your money to, I'm hearing again, once again, come in. They're also saying that you need to weigh your options, and that's a 6, so that's about money as well. So, and relationships. They're saying be abundant, open up to it, weigh your options, don't let like opportunities slip past you and by. Jupiter is also the protector. It's almost like a father energy too. So this is where it really draws in all of that energy too. to be expansive, open, healing. And I think that they're also saying to you, like, I feel it, like, stick to your own little family. Like, don't do excess family on the outside. It's going to be a little too much, but you need to stay in your own bubble. Don't worry about other people, okay? It's not the time to kind of worry about it. All right, so the Dumortierite crystal, you guys, like, once again, I saw that high anxiety. This is all about bringing calmness, harmony, and relaxation. Highly suggest carrying this around, especially because of the blue. It's also about the throat chakra. So Spirit's also saying you need to speak your, like, I'm hearing, like, your truth, but speak your peace more. Speak more about what you want to bring with peace, and speak peacefully, because it'll bring that peace into your life, okay? So I hope that this resonated with you, and until next time, namaste. Hey guys, pile number 5. You have chosen the Journeyer Tarot, Weaver Edition. Or is it the Weaver Tarot with the Journeyer Edition? Whatever. But it is what it is. And you've chosen the citrine crystal. So I'm going to throw this over here. And we will hop into it. So as you guys know, I'm Demi. I own Alchemy Vibration Spirituality. If you missed the introduction, please go back. Please, at least watch the first minute so you can understand the spread and what we're going to go over. But I do have an emailing list for my website, so feel free to subscribe. It's in the description box, and you will receive 15% off of your first session with me. I'm currently redoing the sessions, so just feel free to at least subscribe, and then if it's not sent to you, I will resend you the code if it didn't come through. For those of you that like to do energy exchange, my Venmo, PayPal, and Amazon wishlist will be down below if you would like to send a deck or give a tip, because I do these reads for free, but tips are always appreciated. They're never expected. And also to social media. All of my social media will be linked down below as well, so feel free to follow, like, subscribe on YouTube, and I try to put out different content on other platforms. So all right, pile number 5, what's going on for you for the month of December? Ooh, everybody has had messages from the universe. Ten of Cups reversed. Oh gosh, everybody's been having some kind of doom and gloom in these piles, and I feel so bad, but I think it's just deep healing. All right, so pile number 5. I don't know why, and it's just so upsetting, but there's an inner child wound, because I feel like you were the black sheep of the family. You were different. You accepted your eccentricities. I see Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You were different. And everybody else around you has judged you, shamed you, stood in the ground where they've always stood against you, not with you. And that's where you're like, I'm hearing, like, I thought we were family. I thought that we were closer than what we really were. I've given, I'm hearing emotionally, and you may be just genuinely going through family problems and seeing that there isn't any happiness or any peace. And you've been looking for a new dawn, towards a new dawn for a long time and wanting that, but now it's being cleared away for you to step into a new place and a new way of dawn, or a new dawn for you to start over, even though you feel like you've lost everything and lost it all. So, sorry, pile number 5. I feel you, and I think a lot of the piles too, they feel that with you too, because they're on the same, somewhat of the same journey and feelings. So let's start this off. We have the Ace of Swords reversed. I have the 6 of Coins reversed. We have the 3 of Swords reversed. I have the Ace of Cups reversed. Okay. Ooh, reversals. A lot of imbalances here. We have the Hierophant reversed. And you saw me shuffle these. The 5 of Wands reversed. And I have, oh, I knew it. Last one was going to be upright. 8 of Wands upright. Okay. Let me pull your other cards. We'll turn those over at the end. What's going on, pile number 5, for your career, money, and health? Okay. We have 2 aces, 1 major arcana, a 6, a 3, a 5. We got 2 5s and an 8. We also have 1 major arcana. We got air, earth, air, water, earth, fire, and fire. So we have a lot of, like, kind of even of all 3 elements except for the water. So a little bit of lacking in the water department, but you have all 3 elements. And so this tells me that, yes, similar to all the other piles, there's always been at least 1 major arcana, and there has been a lot of the minor. And with this 5, you guys are going through a lot of change. You're passionate, you're driven. I feel like you guys are heavily air oriented. You have an air stellium. I'm even hearing Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So yes, there we go. And it's talking about, even with the fire, to passion driven. You get your goals done and you have great ideas, but you're kind of you've been stumbling with your emotions. You've been trying to gear up your emotions, and you're trying to understand your emotions, and maybe you're just beginning to understand. They're saying, and not that I'm trying to make you feel bad, pile number 5, but emotional intelligence. Seeing that, there's more to life than just the grind and doing your thing, and, there's emotion to it, right? So, essentially, the theme for the month is the Ace of Swords reversed. Pile number 5, you guys have really, once again, great ideas if you're mainly air-oriented, but you guys have had a lot of ideas, and whether this is a grand idea, I feel like it is a grand idea, of walking up to almost like a rock with a sword in it, and being able to pull the sword out and feeling this kind of like moment, and realizing that you have held the power, maybe like your He-Man fans, and seeing that you can hold this power, and it's going to be a very big upliftment, because you're going to see that you've always had this within you, and you can go for your goal, go for your dream. It's going to feel really grand. You're going to feel really great about it and starting this new idea. But I also see that you're a truth seeker. You've been really wanting to find the truth, get to the bottom of the truth, get to, this place where you can kind of be the ruler of your own kingdom. And I feel like you feel that people haven't been telling you the truth, and you question whether people tell you the truth, because you try to tell the truth, but sometimes it doesn't necessarily work out that way. And you try to be better, you try to gain wisdom, you try to teach, maybe you are a teacher, and you try to, help other people, but, you realize that maybe Libra's coming up, Libra, Sun, and Rising, you forget about yourself in the process. So you're going to see in that truths, trying to understand, get that clarity, but feeling that clarity and trying to gain it as well, and moving into really new ideas, especially because you feel like you've been blocked for a very long time. This is very positive energy, even though it's reversed, but it's been blocked for a long time, and I'm hearing why. Like, you guys are curious, so I hear Gemini energy. So you've been curious why it's been blocked, because you weren't on the right path. You were taking steps and things towards people and ideas that weren't meant for you, or other people's ideas, when you were meant to go out and create your own, I'm hearing your own stability, not about anybody else's. And I'm hearing for some, and I don't know why, but you may have been piggybacking off of somebody else's idea, trying to run with it, but it just didn't fit with you. And so you're realizing you got to piggyback off of your own ideas and your own qualities. Some shadow work, though, that you need to work on, pile number 5, is I have the 6 of Coins reversed, okay? So either two different things, and I'm sorry to say this. Either you're realizing you are a taker and you don't give enough, or you're vice versa. You're getting taken from, or you not that you've been giving too much to somebody else, it just may feel that, you're not giving enough, but also seeing that balance of exchange. And you're seeing that sometimes, and once again, we have the scale, so Libra could be present, where you're seeing that there isn't enough balance. There hasn't been balance. And this vice versa thing is that maybe you were taking, not giving, seeing that you weren't having anything reciprocated, like you wanted somebody to talk to you more, but you realize that they reached out too much, or you're realizing that you reach out too much. And this could be monetary, so maybe you're the one always floating the bill, you're the one that's always trying to give and give and give, and they're not taking, or you're like trying to once again just find that balance. And you're going to realize that you were always taken from as a child, so you think that balance is to take from everybody else, and that's what you were taught. And that's where it's hurting you the most, because you're like, well, if I take, or if I feel that I deserve this, then what else? But it also is about everybody else's feelings too. What about the other person's feelings? What about them and what they need? And this is really big. It actually came up, I actually talked about this in my full moon in Gemini video that just came out. So I would go check it out on Instagram. I also have it on YouTube here as well. So definitely take a look at that and seeing two different sides to it. And it could just be material as well. Like you could be like, hey, I've given all this XYZ, you haven't given me jack shit. And it maybe creates a strain on the relationships. Some challenges you're going to face, pile number 5. I have the 3 of Swords reversed, and there is the swords going through the birds here. This is what I will say. You're going to be dealing with a lot of heartbreak. I'm seeing Angel from Buffy, where there's a lot of atonement and trying to put justice in for things that you've done, but also kind of working through that heartbreak and realizing all of the nasty things that maybe you have done, and going and trying to heal from all of those pains. And I feel like people are going to be coming at you for some, and I hate to see it, and I feel fear, but saying, you hurt me, you don't realize what you did to me, and you haven't been listening to me, and you haven't been working through these things with me. And you're going to see that, you're going to be made to feel like you're the villain. And I don't want to say this in a way that it's negative, but I feel like you're going to maybe gaslight yourself, or think like, hey, like maybe I am the villain. Maybe I am the one who did all these things, when it may not particularly be true. We got to go back to that Libra energy and that balance, right? So it's going to be a lot of healing. It's going to be a lot of pointing the fingers at you and being like blaming you for things, and seeing that you did all these things when it wasn't an ill intention. And that's the thing, if you didn't do it intentionally to hurt somebody, then this is the part of healing where it needs to be brought up, and that you didn't really mean it, and those things. You also have an opportunity this month to take, which would be the Ace of Cups reversed. First thing I heard was seminar, so I think that you may take a seminar in healing, or I'm even seeing like spiritual occult. I think this is the moon, it looks like, or like just some rock here, but it's supposed to be the moon, I think. But vice versa too, I don't know, this came in randomly. Somebody either has a crush on you, or you have a crush on them. And I think that you're going to be attracted to a very feminine energy that lives in a higher vibrational state, who enjoys those things. And I feel it's going to put you on a healing path to learning how to be more feminine, giving, and honoring that feminine part within you, and not being so gung-ho and like held in tight to control and be that way, and not look into ego, because the ego can be very masculine, and being like, well, I didn't do that, and being in the pride as well with like a Leo energy, I feel too. The best practical, action for you not to take, so this is not in your best interest to take this month, is the Hierophant reversed, okay? You need to be aware of your teeth, pile number 5. You need to make sure that you're brushing and flossing. I'm also seeing like gum work and dental work. I'm also seeing that teeth are also about wisdom, but the Hierophant is about doing things traditionally, learning things. It's about number 5. So this is not the best time for you to do things that are so completely out of the box and going against other, I hate to say it like this, but other people's traditions. I'm hearing comply, comply, comply. It's not for you to kind of break the rules and do things out of a non-traditional place. Like, if you know that something works and the rules are set in a certain way, work through those rules that way. I think that you'll understand how that resonates for you. The only reason why I'm saying that is because I'm a Sagittarius moon, and I don't do things by a book. I don't do things by how things are supposed to be. And that's why I'm like, okay, like I get that, but also at the same time I'm like, okay, so I guess that means something personal to you. And but also, looking at your, like, don't stray out of the normal way that you do things. I don't think it'll work out in your favor for you this month. The best practical action for you to take, pile number 5, is the 5 of Wands reversed. It is time for you guys to see that, through your pain and suffering, that things have come up for you to initiate now into your everyday life. And so I feel an Aquarian energy with this, even though it's a fire sign, but I'm also seeing that it's best for you to open and accept other new ways of doing things. Don't necessarily, they're saying, jump to make a change to start things new with the new ideas, with the everything. You're going through a mass, like, wipe off, like, imagine like a cutting board, like you've been cutting up some pieces and stuff and you're throwing away the scraps. They're saying to you that this is essentially for you to work through and accept other new ways, so you can allow those new ways of life to come into your life, if that makes sense. And so you can have these new ideas, new places, and you're being called to, like, up level to understanding that you are, I'm hearing, and I'm sorry, pile number 5, if this triggers you, but you're worth it. Your ideas are great. You do great work. I create great work. I am a master. I am a student. I am this, and I can accept and let go of conflict when needed. This is about a conflict card and a morals card, and this is about resolving, accepting, moving forward, and seeing that your wounds, I'm hearing, don't define you and who you are. I'm hearing, like, words like you're better than that, you're better than this. You've been bullied your whole life. You've probably been told that you're not worth it. You've been told that you are stupid, and that's not it. So the best practical action for you to take is do things in your own way of healing, but don't stray too far and go out of that box, if that makes sense. I know it sounds contradicting, but don't do anything so outlandish and out of the box that you're kind of regretting it later. That makes sense. Spirit's advice to you with the 8 of Wands, Sagittarius energy. Okay? It is time for you to expand your third eye. I feel like, once again, you're somebody who has super great ideas. This is about travel. This is about moving. This is about fast-moving action. So Spirit's saying, move with the fastness. If you're seeing that it's almost like a rocket that's taken off, and you're seeing that things are falling off, that's it. Like, move forward, let the things fall away, allow it to flow into place easily, okay? That's what I'm seeing for you when it comes to that, too. Let's do your career. Mending. I feel like you guys have to be a teacher or you decorate things, because I'm literally seeing, like, a classroom putting up and decorating things, or you work in an office where you decorate or put things. So mending wise, it is saying to you with your career, I see you, once again, I keep seeing decorating, but I see you that maybe working with a partner. You may know somebody who's a police officer, or you have, like, a teacher's aide, or you have somebody, but working on and fixing, like, the cracks and the leaks in your career when it comes to communication, the people that you work with, learning to work more as a team, and realizing that it's not just you, and seeing that maybe you may need to pay attention to the leaks and the cracks, seeing that maybe it's time for you to move on as well. Just depends on for some of you, okay? But working together with somebody and maybe working in a partnership to get to the goals that where you want to go to. Okay. Money, here and now. I like this card for you, pile number 5, because it's talking about how you have had issues with money in the past, but it kind of caught up to you now, where you're, like, facing where you're at now and making those changes now so you can correct it for your future. And that is beautiful, because you're being in the here and now, you're spending, it's balanced. It's not like, hey, let me go out and spend all this money, and, like, there are things of, like, And that's what that is. Like, that's very beautiful. And being in here now, I see that you guys have goals, and I see that you guys are gonna kind of just save money for your future. Beautiful. Health, though. Okay, we all got that one area in life that we always kind of, I hate to say it, fuck up, but it is, or we feel like we fuck up and don't pay attention to. As one of my old coworkers said, there's that one adult thing that you just can't do right. Hers was always taxes, and mine, what I can easily say, is getting my health checked out sometimes as well, and taking care of it when it's supposed to, not like 8 months later. But once again, we have a 5. So 5s are your key here. Change, higher learning. I'm going to be honest with you, pile number 5. Your sex drive is really low. You've been wanting to, and I have this, like, ribbon again up at the top, like that decoration that's in the same one as this card. Crazy. All right, pile number 5. I'm going to be honest with you. You've maybe been wanting, like, to go out and have sex. You've been meaning to maybe make a deeper connection with yourself, but also feeling really tired and very drained. Very just not being able to connect with people in a healthy way. And I think that maybe you let your insecurities about illnesses get to you. Maybe you have, quote unquote, you think a mental illness or your anxiety. It keeps you from meeting other people and connecting, and maybe you're seeing a change in your health. Like, maybe you're realizing, like I'm seeing with the back, that maybe you're hunched over a little bit, that you may have to, I'm hearing scoliosis, like you may have a slight scoliosis, or, you know, you're just drained and you're maybe a little depressed this month, and that you need to kind of step up a little bit and work through it. The thing with your relationships, we have chemistry. Ooh, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. Sorry, pile number 5. Excuse me. Ooh. I always forget there's a mute button on here, so you can't hear me as I'm choking half to death. I'm sorry. All right, pile number 5. Like I said, you like somebody. You got a major fucking crush on somebody that you like. And maybe this is, you know, you regaining from passion from an old partner, or a partner that you know from the past, or you're still with. But if you're single, once again, I see you dating. I see you trying to talk to people, making those connections with. I feel some of you, your love language may be physical touch, or the person that you're dating, or that maybe you need to know this, that their love language is physical touch, that they like to be held and kept close. Like, that's something too. If you are, sorry, I also feel if you're single too, this just came in, that you may not know if they like you or not, because they really don't show the signs. They seem to enjoy their time with you, but you're kind of like questioning whether or not. Mixed signals. I'm hearing mixed signals. I would take mixed signals as a no, because I'm somebody who, you know, if you don't show me that you're really like into me, or give me information about what you're doing or what you like to do, or it's not definite, I always take it as a no. But that's just me. If you are married, engaged, serious commitment, I see that, you know, you guys are going to rekindle that chemistry and maybe have a better sex life. And seeing that you're attracted, you may change your appearance, change your look, and your partner may like your different hair color and like all that kind of thing. If you are just worrying about like friends, you're not dating, you're just kind of dealing with friends and family, you're gonna see, I always feel that once again, like, you may notice something that's going on between family members who are together. Like, maybe you'll notice that somebody likes somebody else, like you're out in a family gathering, but also creating that chemistry too. You may also see that a friend that you do have may have feelings for you, or you feel chemistry towards this person. You may try and suppress your feelings about that person. So just something to think about. Let's grab your spirit guidance card. Oh, we have the Alchemy wedding. A lot of wedding coming up, and like togetherness. Like, I've gotten like new love, like all this kind of crap. It's really cool though. This is the blending of two elements together. And so Spirit's advice to you is they want you to find either a partner or somebody that, I don't want to say complete you, but is your other half. that balances you out, that when you come together, your worlds blend together. People, and this is more in regard to your relationships this month, and even your job too, like blending together of two things that create a perfect balance, and seeing that maybe you need something more that's going to balance versus something that has like-minded ways. Like, especially if you have a lot of air, spirit saying that you're not going to find a lot of great balance with people unless you like if you're around a lot of air-minded people. Like if you need help like grounding down your ideas, they're saying another air person's not like oriented person's going to be the best, because they're just going to give you more ideas. And somebody who maybe has a lot of fire in their chart may actually help you out, because that's kind of its same energy. It's passionate, it's driven, it's going to be creative, and it'll give you a passion to kind of go through. And this is what we talk about with compatibility in astrology. Like air and fire signs go really well together, and earth and water signs go very well together. There's a very nice balance and synastry to it. And usually if you have a fire and water, it doesn't go well. Even with air and earth, it's just kind of like they prefer to have somebody who's a little bit more grounded, and vice versa. Earth and fire, you'll find that they don't really like the quickness of the air and the fire together. It's just one of those things. So finding that true balance and within your life and your relationships, that brings that great synastry to you to create something beautiful. You guys have chosen the pile with the citrine crystal. So this is about confidence, my friends. So once again, taking action, moving forward, being confident with who you are, taking physical action into your daily life to create this. And so this is also about money. So this is all about abundance and luck. Carry this around if you need some extra, I would say, cash. So great card, or great stone to have. So hope this read resonated with you. Until next time, namaste. Alrighty guys, pile number 6. You have chosen the Wild Unknown Tarot by Kim Krans. I'm going to put this over here and we will get into your reads. So if you guys have missed the introduction, please go back, take a look, just for at least the first minute so you can see what the spread is about, what we're going to go over. And for those of you that did watch the introduction, obviously, yes, I am Demi. I own Atlas Vibrations, and there is an emailing list. So if you are not subscribed, please subscribe to the emailing list. You will receive a 15% off coupon to have a session with me, or off of your session, I should say. And then we will go from there. And if it doesn't come, just email me and I will send it to you. And also to for those of you that like to do energy exchange, please feel free to check out in the description box my Venmo, PayPal, and Amazon wishlist will be there. I do these reads for free. Tips are just always appreciated, never expected at all. It's just there for you guys who like to do it. And then social media, I try to put out different content on social media, but it's kind of tough sometimes. And so, yeah, I just try to, but feel free to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for a video to come out, and then same thing if you want to see anything else that's going on. Sorry, I have been doing this for 6 piles and I always forget. I don't want to say how draining it is, but it's a lot. So, but we're good though, because I learned to take a break in between piles. So, fun. All right, pile number 6. What's going on for you for the month of December? What's going on? I'm gonna do it one more time. I knew it. I was like, all the time. I was like, the universe has given messages for every single pile. And I was like, you guys are the first pile that didn't get a message. But lo and behold, here we are. Pile number 6. Beautiful. Strength upright, the sun upright, and the Ace of Swords. So some of you guys have finally realized that, you gained your confidence. And that maybe for some it's in dating, or maybe you started dating a new partner and you're seeing that you may like somebody for who they are and all this happiness, but you're realizing too that your happiness does come from within. I also see almost too, if you've been, from doing healing work, that you guys may realize too that you may have opened up your mind to your third eye and to this romantic part of yourself, the sexual part of yourself. But some of you are genuinely wondering, for some, when your partner or your manifestation of a partner will be coming in. And I feel that. I feel that you guys feel too that you were almost the coward, like the cowardly lion until recently, that you learned that. I don't know why. I'm just being honest and seeing what I'm seeing. Confirmation for some large and in charge that maybe you finally realize that your body is beautiful, and it is beautiful the way that it is, and that you're looking to just keep up to your appearance in the way that it is, and there's, accepting yourself and saying that people need to accept you for who you are, So here we go. Let's start off. We have 9 of Pentacles reversed. Have the King of Pentacles. This is the Father of Pentacles. The Father of Pentacles, King of Pentacles upright. I got the 8 of Wands reversed. And this is the Father of Swords, King of Swords upright. So a lot of people in your energy field so far this month. All right, pile number 6. We got the Lovers. Ooh, okay. 1 major arcana down. We got the 6 of Wands upright. You guys are one of the only piles I think that had a lot of upright cards like this. And the Hermit. Woo! Pile number 6. You got a couple good cards here. Okay. Let's grab your career and money cards. Ooh, we got one. We'll put that there. We'll take care of it when we get to it. We'll turn them over and I'll show you them. Okay. Like, why is this one turned upside down? Okay. Okay, so pile number 6. We got earth, fire, air, fire, and earth. No water, so no emotions here today, pile number 6, but a lot of earth. We got some earth here, some fire, and we got air. And I feel Capricorn energy with you guys, grounded. I feel more, you may be a masculine Capricorn where you have, you could be a gendered man watching this. Some masculine energy where you feel like you've been really working hard and dedicated towards a project, steady dedication. And we got a 9. We got 2 court cards, we got an 8, we got a 6, we got another 6, and we got a 9. So 2 9s and 6s. So you guys are close to or feeling that you are comfortable within yourselves, attaining a goal of some sort. And also with the 6, this is about money for some and relationships and romance. And I could tell there's a little bit of romance here too because it's coming up in the read. But the theme of the month, though, pile number 6 is your self-worth, and we got the 9 of Pentacles reversed. Okay, I hear confidence is great, pile number 6, but they're saying to you that your self-worth needs to be more. I think you're attracting partners and people who don't see your worth, because you need to be able to turn to say people know that they're not going to treat you like shit. And I think it's a hard balance, and it's triggering you a little bit because you want to have the ideal, I'm seeing like a Piscean, like romanticized way of going through and living your life. But at the end of the day, you need to be able to turn and say no to people who are going to try and take from you. The liars, the backstabbers, the shit talkers, the people who are not able to give you what you need. And so this is due to the family unit. You're going to see that you need to step into your self-worth more because you have been nothing but ridiculed, either bullied, told that you weren't enough by other people. I'm even seeing by somebody who may be mentally ill, and taking what they say to heart seriously. And that's just not how we do things. And it's like taking advice from people who have never taken a step in your shoes or understand where you've been. And so that's something to think about. But it's also too, I see you about saving money. I also see that you hide a lot of things from your family or hide a lot of things about your dreams from people because you're afraid that it's going to be taken away from you. So that'll be something else as well. The shadow work that you're going to need to do is in regard to your father and this working archetype or a hierarchical system, more Capricorn energy of top-down control for some, but also being that provider for yourself. I think that you're focusing is, I'm seeing like there was a shift almost, or there has been this low-key focus about career and providing for yourself and believing that you can't provide for yourself because you have been once again ridiculed, bullied, and told that you will never be able to do it or succeed in life. You could be a business owner, you could be thinking about opening up a business, and people will be like, that's never going to succeed. It's never going to succeed. And you're like, yes, it will. And you've essentially stepped into the Scorpio energy of control and, but Scorpio's a death energy, but proving people wrong. And so you may deal with shadow work in regard to this person. It could be a long-term partner where one of you guys is pulling in more money than the other. And it's like, hey, when are you going to step up to the plate and kind of like meet me at my level? And I'm hearing maybe you guys have fought about before. You're like, well, I'm not you. So that's something to think about. Excuse me one sec, I got a cough, guys. Okay, perfect. An obstacle that you're going to have to face, though, pile number 6, is there's a lot of frustration and delays. You have plans, my friends, to move forward, move away, like literally maybe take a vacation, and you're like, keep getting staggered back and things are not moving quick enough for you. You could have a Virgo. I'm hearing Sun, Moon, or Rising. I'm even hearing Libra Stellium. That's what I'm hearing too. And I'm also hearing what else can I say to this? I heard Taurus Sun as well. So once again, delays, frustrations. You may be getting like calls or text messages out of the blue when you have a lot of things to do like for yourself. So I see that being something that is happening for you guys. And then I don't know if I put this one up. I think I did already, but there you go. And then we also have the King of Swords here for an opportunity that you need to take. So somebody may actually like give you advice on what to do or talk to you or have a really great, mature, and grounded conversation with you about something, and somebody's gonna kind of like, I don't want to say put you in your place, but kind of tell you like where you've been going wrong, what can you do to fix the problem, getting maybe counseling or help you kind of see things from a different perspective and learn, not to take anybody's shit. Any sword signs like or air signs like that, like usually I will say not all, but they have a pretty decent way and think about self-worth. They actually do have pretty decent self-worth, and they know when to, not deal with people's shit. So that's something that you may also notice too, but also realizing you need to talk to people who have a more mature way of like talking and, whatnot, and learning, and also having an eye on things. The best practical action that is not meant for you to take this month, this is not in your best interest to take at all, is the Lovers, okay? You guys, I feel Sagittarius energy altogether. I'm being honest with you. You guys are trying to escape from your problems, and it's not going to do any good by you, I'm hearing, coming together in a relationship and being with people together. The problems don't go away that way, and traveling to a different country or going on vacation is not going to fully make the problem go away. And this escapism, so also Pisces. So it's not also for some in your best interest to be dating right now or trying to connect with people. Your focus, I'm seeing like this, it needs to be elsewhere, whether it's this money aspect, this self-worth aspect. There is a massive change coming for you when it comes to money and finances. I see in the next, like, I'm hearing 6 months or 3 months, depending on where you're at, and maybe you got to read on it. So it's just confirmation for you to know that this change is coming, and your focus needs to be solely straight ahead and not veering off the path of where you're on. But the best practical action for you to take this month is the Six of Wands. Now, it is time for you to raise out from the dark. You've gone through your transformation, and Spirit saying to you, you are ready. Like, you're going to see this month, you were ready to take action and move into this confident spot of being able to do your goals, your dreams, what you put your desires to, like, and all those actions for you to take to make it come true and moving away from that darkness. It's beautiful. And I love it because you truly have transformed. You're the butterfly now. You went through your stuff. It's time for you to start, initiating. And I'm even seeing like a bank account, like a business bank account. So maybe you might be opening up a business bank account or putting money into the bank. Spirit's advice to you though, hermit in. I also see that there's somebody in your energy field, pile number 6, who hasn't answered you. They haven't talked to you. They haven't really said much to you. They've kind of maybe let you know that they were there. Like, it's kind of like, you see the light on at the house, but they don't like answer the door, or they don't really want to talk. They're saying to you that their advice to you is to kind of do the same. Kind of just hermit in. I also feel like your energy is very low. You're very tired. You're somebody that doesn't like to, really step into people. Like, you could be a Virgo sun, but somebody just to hermit in, doesn't want to be bothered, wants to just be to themselves, do their own work. And they're saying this is a soul searching card too, so it's time for you to kind of do things that light up your soul, light up who you are, follow the path of where that star or that guidance is going to lead you. Okay, in regard to your career, I have time to let go. I feel that there's going to be a boss or a manager that pisses you the fuck off, and you're going to literally be like, and just turning your back to them, and just kind of, is going to set you off to kind of make that decision, like, it's time to go. Gotta find a new job, gotta find a new way. You're going to be stepping into the unknown, but it's going to put you in a spot where you can kind of create and choose essentially what you want to do and build from there. Money by the book. So I see that maybe you are taking a vacation, or the way that you spend your money is very, traditional. So typical thing, money for, like, I feel like you spend the money on the same things: food, clothes, like food, rent, car, this, food, rent, car, this. Like, it's all in the same way, and you decided to maybe take a step out of that and step into a family vacation, or you're realizing you need to start spending money more on things that you actually enjoy, like more material things that you like to enjoy. Or I have an 11 here, so more spiritual things, to start into witchcraft, candles, crystals, tarot decks, those kinds of things. So you may also be spending money on kids. I know it's Christmas time here in the US, so gifts for other people, but also being that provider once again for your family and guiding your family to where you need to be. Health-wise, TikTok. So for some of you, you may be realizing that I'm hearing for some that your biological clock is ticking, and maybe this is why you're trying to rush getting for kids, family, all that kind of things, and you have a plan maybe, and trying to break through that, but also seeing that it's been some time since you guys have taken care of yourselves and your health needs. Like, I feel like you'll ignore them. Like, if you're kind of like, oh, I don't feel well, you'll just lay down and you won't, like, actually, I hate to say it, pile number 6, but help yourself. Take more medication, sleep. Like, you'll just choose to do other things. Or I'm also seeing too, like, you may be waiting for results, test results, and you're like, okay, when the fuck are my results gonna get here? Yes, that's what I'm seeing with that. What else? I'm also seeing for some that you may want to be put on prescription drugs, or are waiting for your prescription drugs, or you may be waiting to get a refill on your drugs too, because you're kind of been like, hey, it's been hours, it's been weeks, like, when is this coming back? That kind of thing. Relationships, children. Okay. Your love life is being affected by children. So once again, I think it comes into with what I said about your health. If you're, once again, I see, like, people, because I know it's Christmas time around, like, in the States and everywhere, but, like, buying puppies and buying your children gifts and, like, family. Like, I've been really seeing that recently. But the, if you're single and dating and, or that way, you may find that you're dating a lot of people or seeing a lot of people who do have children. Also seeing that maybe you have to be open or think about being a step parent to somebody else who has kids, being open to dating to people who have children, and family, and kind of maybe dealing with baby mama drama. Hate to say it like that. If you are, once again, married, in a relationship, seriously engaged, you may be adding to your family a puppy, maybe adopting a child, like a partner's child, before you guys get married, or something like that, or thinking about adoption, giving a child a good home for the holidays. And then also the if you're not worried about, like, you just have family or and friends, like, you're just kind of going with the flow with it, I see that maybe also just being around children, enjoying the holidays, and having fun, and maybe getting, once again, a new pet. I also saw for the relationship people, if you're in a serious committed relationship, marriage, that you may be talking about children again, like, or over again, and focusing on children, maybe having and adding to the family, moving to a bigger home, that kind of thing. So that's what I see with this for you guys. You guys had the shortest read today, so I feel like you guys just needed some, like, general guidance, like a push to get you somewhere. Oh, let me grab, I forgot to do the card. Hold on. And last but not least, Spirit's general guidance to you is, ooh, I got conjunction. A lot of bringing together of the light and the dark, but we just went through a full moon in Gemini, so that doesn't surprise me. So conjunction. This is the full coming together of the completion of almost the project when it comes to alchemy. So for some, this is maybe for some of you guys realizing that you do want to have kids and want to start a family. And Spirit's guidance to you, though, is for some, find a partner who also, for some, and I'm sorry, like, to say it like this, but who fulfills your sexual needs in the bedroom. I feel like for some, like, you're attracted to people, whether you're dating or whatnot, but it's time for you guys to find people, once again, that fit into your lifestyle, fit into what you're doing, who satisfy your needs, your sexual needs, and being confident within yourself that you can give this to other people. And it's time to blend your life together. So family, friends, all of these things. And they're saying that it's always been so conflict and problem ridden that, you know, it's caused you to look at other people's, like, unhappiness. And so something to think about. Excuse me. Sorry. All right, and last but not least, I have the rose quartz crystal. Oops. It's time for you guys to just open up your heart space and to receive that love. And they're saying that this is about a love for yourself. So it fits. It really does. So highly suggest carrying around rose quartz to help you open up your heart chakra, open up your space, and open up to where you want to be. And grounding love into your everyday life. So I hope that this read resonated with you, pile number 6. And until next time, namaste.